All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I was just telling everybody on the last video, remember Monday is closed, so if you really are tired right now, you should probably go back to bed, and because it's going to be very algo-y computery. We're waiting on NVIDIA, but the real big news today is Baba. They came out with a new chip there for AI and got a lot of China stuff moving. We've been talking about it. I'm going to be looking at that. Otherwise, we got the blue hair data coming out in a little bit. PCE, personal spending, personal income, didn't really get in the way. So we'll find out. And then again, you have been unbanned. I unbanned everybody. And I was just explaining the best way to get unbanned, right? Or get banned again is using your unbanned to be like, why did I get banned? How blah, 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 blah. I'm hoping you can figure it out. I want to train the Chad algo, baby. So I'm looking for good, looking for improvement. And that's it. Otherwise, have a good day. We got 1 minute. I got a couple of plays. Baba, Baidu, JD. And then Baba is going to be the best because of the chip news. Marvel, DG, Caterpillar. And then LYG. There was a UK banking tax stuff that was messing with everybody. Yeah, are we good?
A lot of institutions.
All right, I need to go pee, bro. I didn't get to go
ones
pee.
that I
Hold
speak to were
it's a holiday kind of
taking down risks.
I just got to make some Babas free.
And they were rewarded for that. And obviously, when we look back on this year, it will be much as last year. It'll be the AI trade that powered the overall market. Now, we are coming off of those NVIDIA earnings. We saw the performance of the stock yesterday. Sort of hung in there, but obviously did not go up. And we're going to get to, as soon as the bell rings, we'll sort of go through some of the earnings this morning as well, whether it be Dell, stronger in AI, Marvell, not as strong in the data center. Both are actually down for different reasons, but can that be sustained as we head into the back half or the last, really, almost last quarter of the year?
Yeah, great stats yesterday coming off of the GDP print, just looking at how much the AI build out is propping up the economy. Investment on services is about 4% of the economy. It added 0.6 to GDP in the quarter. That's the same as consumption on services in total, which is almost half of the economy.
I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, it's just an amazing.
Oh my goodness, amen. Amen, all right. Oh, come on. The Baba. Yeah, K-Web 2. I think you got some of those old ones, so we will see. Yeah, the Baba chain, it's not open yet. That's going to take a minute. Damn it. Yeah, so Baba's already up 8, you guys. That's actually insane. It just took another 3. It was only up by 5 or 6 right there. So, yeah, we got that play yesterday. And then I don't know where any of the other China ones are if they wake up. But if they do, that could be good. Yeah, some of the other ones didn't move as much. Again, be on the lookout, too, if we get any of the rotation elements. And because, again, it's the end of the month. So, your Monday... Actually, do we have Monday? Or Tuesday? No, it'll be September. So, yeah, this is going to be the final one. CLF, U. Again, the material one in the... All of the nuclear stuff was weird. CCJ lowered their guide. Or lowered the production amount, and then everybody went up off of that. Tell me when Baba opens. I'm going to look at some other ones. Who was the other one? Caterpillar 2, and then LYG, but I don't think that'll be as active. Again, LYG is just the European banks, maybe till European close. And then watch Apple. Again, if we get the Mag 7 effect, remember, NVIDIA did nothing yesterday. Now it's at 1.7. Baba's open. Okay. Yes, sir. All right, the out of the monies did not move as much, surprisingly. Near the monies, 160? All right, I think they're lagging. To be honest, I think those might end up going. Oh, wait, I'm looking at not enough time. Yeah. Yeah, they're up 70%. It's actually not bad at all. My out the money ones didn't move. Those little scammers. I think they, just like the core weave, though, we're going to need a little more. I'm going to find another one, but not forcing it. Yeah, K-Web's doing very good, but Baba's up 8. That's the crazy part. APLD had some partnership thing. I think one of them. All right, the Babas already came down. Some of them came down half from the top. They're not moving. And then JD has moved a little better. All right. IREN, they got the NVIDIA partnership too. Watch IWM. That's the only thing green. NASDAQ down 0.4, but you have NVIDIA down almost 2 right now. Ulta, again, Ulta had earnings. Theirs was not bad. I think the earnings was actually really good. And then Micron still, I don't know. Whirlpool's kind of moving. Yeah, Micron was ripping in the morning, and then that one came down. Yeah, Affirm, that was the earnings beat. Okay, Baba's starting to move up now again. Baba. Yeah, Baidu again. Baba's the one. I would love Baidu, but Baba's the one who did the damn chip. So we're gonna see. I mean, if you're gonna have today, it's literally already up 8%. But then just think over the weekend, like we were talking about leading into this. We've been seeing all the China stuff brew, but this is different. This is more their own domestic news rather than it is like a trade deal. You know, because that is what more people were waiting on. Airbnb, Dell too. That's the worst day for Dell since April. That's one of their worst sells right there. Baidu, yes, indeed, WB. Yeah, NVIDIA, that's the, like I said yesterday, it barely moves, so it's kind of weird. Weed stock's coming up. There's another weed stock that was moving. There's also Fannie Mae news as well. Alibaba bought back 667,000 shares. That doesn't even seem like that much. Yeah, no, Dell wasn't. I'm surprised too. Weed, you got Pepsi. Oh, there was one more I wanted to see. And then Staples, again, even for the end of the month here, we're like at 2 point something on August. A lot of things don't have a good September. And then some industries, or just September is like I think Baba's had its biggest moves in September. Nibix, SMCI, let me get Intel. Yeah, Intel's actually not that bad. I haven't looked at any of the other chips. You got Google. Google's been, I mean, right at 52-week highs. Microsoft is dragging. That's not good. Apple's giving you a little bit of lift. Meta just took a candle. So yeah, it's the Mag 7 stuff again, plus NVIDIA down too. And then there's Baidu again and Baba. Those will come back up. Okay. Yeah, Fannie and Freddie too. Again, they were saying that there's a headline, I forgot who it was. They're saying lawmakers said it's going to raise rates or something. Tesla, NVIDIA, ARM, AMD all on the low. UNH on the high, and then THR, Thar, that's 19% biotech running here. Boeing would be in sympathy for China, yeah. Again, you already know the 500 thing, and that had less of an effect than 100 from Korea, but ideally, when there is a deal, that will come into play. I would say, at least. CRM, DocuSign on the high. I mean, you got a couple of tech names doing pretty good. Healthcare is leading. Financials aren't doing too bad. I mean, Russell's still in the green. It does seem more of a Mag 7 effect. Pizza. Yo, pizza just took a 20, 30 cent pop. Nivda. Who else is there? Where are those guys from yesterday? Crowd, Snow, all that. Gold on the high. I haven't looked at the dollar. CCJ, that's also earnings. Dollar's barely up. Yeah, gold's going green right now. Alibaba. Is Dell a long-term name? So have you been banned recently? I don't know. Have you any learning experiences in the last couple of months? Last 30 days? It's there. So yeah. I don't know. You guys are scaring me. Like I said, I hope you were able to be aware of whether or not you were banned or not. And hopefully we could correct the behavior and pay attention to some of the questions and the plays too. As I was saying, when the chat was really slow, like we didn't need those small cap callouts and other things, and the long-term questions either on the watch list or, like I'm saying, you pull out a 20-year chart, even a couple-year chart. I'm expecting you to run criteria. Blah, blah. Okay, Baidu's starting to pick up more. I like the Baidus. I just have old ones. They're not my favorite. Then Whirlpool moving up. Bro, SPY's still going down. It's more NVIDIA than not. You do have Microsoft also flushing and Meta. You only got 2 of the Mag 7 up, but a couple of names and then just not as much earnings hype as yesterday. Whirlpool with the candle. SPY with the candle here at the low. Again, a couple of utility plays on the high. High-low ticker is balanced out. Talk about TOT or bonds with the rate implications. Yeah. So don't worry. Like I said, I'm just going to ban you guys next week. So then that way, I'm just too tired to ban you guys again with your shit. But like I said, I'll use today to repeat for the people who really care. But if you don't care, good work. Good morning on your holiday. That's it. I would have chilled. I would have chilled if I am chilling. I am. How many people were unbanned? About 417. So not bad. But we've also got over 1,000 new members this month too. So not bad. Not bad. LOL at people who think they could ask Josh questions. Not at all, man. So like I said, I mean, I just don't think you guys were trying to ask real questions. That's all. I just don't take some of you seriously. It's okay. It's not that deep. Look at how the chat was for a month. You know, I had an opportunity to only have the people who really wanted to ask and comment genuine things. That's a good chat room. I like it. So yeah, if you are not locked in the same way, I mean, you could still ask, but I just don't think you're getting the same experience as others. Got your younger cousin. Good, baby. I like that. Long term. And I really, like I said this morning, man, all of the houses yesterday got me so excited. But I was just like, dude, we need to rebuild. And I hope, because again, you don't want to be stuck in that phase where you like let time go by. And I know you just bought the house and you're going to think it's this or that. But it's just like, nah, just make sure, because that's how we're going to really grow the wealth. So just, it's not a finish line. It's the minimum. It's what we should be doing. So I'm very grateful though, and I like it. And that's why I hope I can encourage you guys to keep going and don't let success become a problem. Yeah, UNH keeps running. And healthcare is actually in the green here today by 0.5%. That's honestly doing very good. Still think they need to move bigger. Yeah, at least it moved today, though, 3%. Like I was saying yesterday, I was just chilling there. You've been with me for 8 or 9 years. I love you, but that doesn't mean shit. So, like, most of the people who get banned are the people who think that 4 years got them something. It didn't. Even at a $5 membership, you want me to give you your money back? So you could feel good? Because I care about reality. That's what I'm saying. In a weird way, if I see your badge and I could actually remember you for 5 years, 8 years, and I don't see fruit, I'm actually more bothered at you than not. If I see no improvement in your speech, your treatment of the community, and really, here's the big thing, man. If you got banned in the last 30 days and you got mad at me, that's okay. But if you talked shit to other people, go read Mark 9. Jesus cursed the tree. It was a curse when other people heard it. But you went out to talk shit and get mad and get emotional, you failed. This is not. That's why we depart from me, brother. Depart. You will not bear fruit, it says. So I can't do much. Bonds aren't reality. I know. Well, that's cool, man. I don't want to ban you again. I just unbanned, but like I said, I'll do it on next week. But step it up, bro. Step it up. That's all. I'm not going to ban the people I unbanned today. I'm just going to tell y'all what I want from you. I want to train my own algo. I want you guys to learn and get better and do good. That's all. France and Germany provide air defense to Ukraine. And yeah, France is going to fail, but it's not that big of a deal, as odd as that may sound. It will once it starts to affect like bond yields, but yeah, that's it. Pepsi is no longer in there. You got mad. That's good. But I hope you know why. You got banned as well too, and you need to learn why. And if you guys aren't figuring it out, it's just, like I said, I got to disrupt the rhythm so we could get progress for both you and our community here. So that's why. It's too long. You are unbanned. Everybody's unbanned. Oh yeah, if I didn't unban you, you could email me and you have to send me the link. Because remember, YouTube is weird. So if you're not unbanned, you got to email me in the next couple days. We'll have a 2-day window. If you email me after that, I'm not going to unban you. You have to do it in the next 3-4 days. Just till like Tuesday. Yeah, everything's been going straight down from the morning. Russell's still barely green, like I'm saying, healthcare. Couple utilities, man, they're not bad, but they're actually really good. But then it's Mag 7 now, finally. One of you reminded me there about, we finally got NVIDIA moving. You're looking forward to the future? Well, energy, you got to step it up too, brother. Yeah, because you almost ruined it for a lot of people. Your behavior in the last month was one of the most unacceptable. So I appreciate you, man. You got a house very early. You did, and I was very excited. And you work hard, and you're a good man. So that's why I respect you. But you did disrespect the email and communication. You made 7 new accounts instead of just sitting for a month taking the ban like everybody else. So I don't know why some of you want special treatment, but unfortunately, it doesn't reflect well. Yeah, all medical plays are even up here now, right? Like MDT, I think even EW, they're all like, some are 2%, some look exactly the same, and they're up a quarter. BABA premiums are not moving. They're widening the spreads. They actually are bouncing up now, but the out the monies didn't hit. Like way out the cheapies did not move. You think there'll be a big surprise? Why? Okay, Baidu now. I don't know if it's Baba. Then CCJ. That was so weird. Like I'm saying, bro, CCJ they lowered production and every single one of them ripped. Maybe because lower supply. But yeah, I did think that one was fascinating. What's up? Yeah, they're just widening the spreads on Baidunius. Pizzas are going up. There's Papa John's premiums are running for some reason. They shouldn't be. Yeah, it's up 2%, but those premiums are dead. And they gave it a bid. Fubo. Is it? Oh, it's pizza dividend payment? No way. Yeah, they did. I mean, the video was very large. This was, so I say yesterday, 7 hours. I'm like, dude, this thing didn't move. And then it's been 10, 20 minutes. And you're down 3.2. You didn't know. Well, listen, I'm going to ban you again, Turbo. Because I was just explaining to everybody how the easiest way to get banned again is just by bringing up your last ban. Why do you do that? So like I said, man, it just kind of, that's the big listening thing that I think a lot of people are getting in trouble with, is that they're just genuinely not paying attention, or they're just, again, something as clear as that. I said it 3 times in the last, hour or so. I said that phrase about, so like I said, I'm not trying to ban anybody today. It's a vacation day, you guys. I don't really care, but I'm trying to give you correction to help train the algo. But if you don't want to be a part of the intelligence, that's very fine with me. But yeah, that's, like I said, I'm over it. I will give you the correction to not leave you in the dark, but by bringing it up, you're just saying you don't want to move on. Well, and then again, and hopefully you could apply it to any other behaviors. Because like I'm saying, just simple listening, being slower to type could help you a long way. Be intentful. Because imagine if, like you guys saw when the chat slowed down, if everybody is more intentful about what is said and we still have a jump on the info and I want freedom, you know what I'm saying? But that it can't be worthless. Can't be just noise. And we have to have some guide rails, and if you're not willing to, I'm not forcing you. That's why I don't have circle news. I would watch crypto though, see if it starts to wake up. That's the only thing related to crypto moving today. So honestly, I do not know. You gotta email me the link to the channel. I can't do anything with just your name, you guys. So yeah, if you didn't get unbanned in the last quarter, that's because YouTube threw you there. I can't even find you. So I need the YouTube link, and we'll have a window for the next couple days, and then it's closed. "53 months ago, I was sent here." Oh, my brother, I would argue you were sent here many years ago. Not from the day one of birth, my friend. Let's go, Gus Gonzo. Oh, man. And, bro, you know what I realized, Gus Gonzo, all of you, some of you out here right now, some of y'all live in, like, Miami, or you live in Florida. So, you know, you guys enjoy your fucking weekend, okay? Because, you know, I kind of want to go to Miami. I was like, can I take all the Chads with me to Miami? I was like, we may have the longer day, but so y'all better enjoy it. Okay, you guys, some of you in the middle of a blessing. Right there. Yeah, Reddit's starting to pop up. $3 move. And then you're moving a decent amount, bro. You're down 0.4. SPY, I need to open up the other one. I actually haven't pulled up my equal weight today. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see how to do the next one. Because this one, I think now after full confirmation, this meetup out of the 25, about 15 or so couldn't. It sucks. It's 12. The number's 12 people coming. But then this morning, I found out 2 of them got banned in the last 30 days. So y'all just lied on your application, which I'm not a fan of. But not that you got banned, but the lie. You know what I'm saying? You'll understand me one day. But other than that, if 10 people can work, 12, I would like it. And then, but if that doesn't work, we're gonna do the next one with 5 people, because then that way we could fit everybody in a car. And then if we want to get like a jet or something, we could and go anywhere. So that would work for Miami. So yeah, lots riding on these guys this weekend. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You want to be the farmhand? Well, honestly, your behavior this last 30 days, I cannot trust you with a property, brother. So I would put that goal on the back burner, to be honest with you. Just because, like I'm saying, I tried to communicate with you. I gave you respect. Everything. All you did was not follow the rules, harass the email. You have done a chargeback too and broke other rules that I've established for other people. So I cannot give you a multi-million-dollar property and feel comfortable with it, unfortunately. So I focus on the long term, get another house. The farmhand stuff will come back later, for you, but I don't think right now. I know it has been. It has been hectic. That's what I'm saying. It's not the time. You're not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned a lot of things in this last month, man. And even then, that's why I like forgiveness and everybody. We have a goal here. I don't view it permanently as you guys are. I see you as good people, but you know, I've had to learn a lot, and this is me learning too. And that's why I'm creating a process. I'm trying to train and learn and get better. That's it. But there's a lot of talking. That's it. Energy. I just don't want to speak to you anymore for the rest of the day. I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. Just like Turbo, you guys are turning the unbans into this nonsense. I don't want to talk about it. That's why I don't like to correct everybody too much, because then it just turns into this shit. So, can we move on, please? I would appreciate it, and stop asking me for stuff. Thank you. Let's move on. It is a holiday. Kind of. The holiday's on Monday, but I was advising you guys to take off today. We got Zelensky's in the office. I don't think I opened up the equal weight. Equal weight's a green. Now Russell went red. Nasdaq's almost down 1%. I mean, no, I think it is Mag 7. There's definitely more names. I'll get you guys a checkup in 3 minutes, but yeah, it's still, Nvidia's down 3 now. Yesterday it did nothing. So no, I don't think it's that bad, but It sucks that the day, I'm telling you, Friday, but that looks like a straight stick down, but if it bounces back up and fills the gap, kind of reminds me of 2 weeks ago. We'll find out. It's literally the same exact thing. You were 100% correct. And I think you should observe that, because do you guys remember at like, dude, I think it was like 5,900 or like the first 6,000 break. Remember I was telling you, I was like, dude, I don't know what level it's going to go to. These are all-time highs. We have no idea. But if you've noticed, every 100 points, it hits the same exact levels. It goes 07, 13, it goes 7 points at a time. And then once you get past 21, it goes to the 50s. And then the 50s to like the 82 to 86. And then that's it. It's done it every time. At every single 100-point level. Because usually you have to have some like price discovery and then it sets its own levels. But it's done it like a computer. Every time. IPDN. Coles. NVIDIA could have a bigger drop with China. Yeah, I mean, I said this the other day. You don't remember? You don't remember my tinfoil, you guys? I said I think it's something the Western world is not ready for. I don't know if it's a reality, because I know a decent amount about our AI. And like, our AI is pretty legit. America and what we got and what we're doing. Michigan consumer sentiment. 5-year forecast, 3.5. Why does that seem lower? Where's the 1 year? 4.8? I think that's higher. By 0.1 maybe? Let's see. Yeah, no, the 5-year came in lower. And then by 0.1 on the 1 year. They are really reluctant to admit that inflation is not... They said, fine, 0.1 on the 1 year, 0.1. Still 4.8. So, yeah, I mean, the market, it lost its potency. I mean, again, if you listen to the consumer sentiment, it probably cost you 30 to 40% at the beginning of this year. You could ask my sister. She used her brain. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's done this multiple times, though, in the last, like, 2-3 months. Just the potency's not there for consumer sentiment now. Just like some of the other things, you have Fed firings, all that. The VIX is low. BABA's breaking out now. But yeah, it came in slightly lower. I don't know if that'll be the set-all, be-all, but if I don't care about it, it don't matter, bullish or bearish. Remember, 200 people. Like I'm saying, next week, though, you got non-farms. That'll be a good one. Thank you for the BABA play. Well, yeah, man, I'm going to ban you on Monday because you're not supposed to do that. You pay the plug or you just shut your mouth. Respectfully. I know that sounds mean, but I don't want people to feel bad, and I want to encourage more long-term than not. If you guys can't handle that, I'll just gamble privately and I won't tell anybody and make my money and I won't say a word. That's it. And I will make this only long-term. Do you guys understand? You are unbanned, Moses, but I will be quick to ban you because you have very multiple grave violations. Okay? So please don't talk to me about it and don't explain to me why. I'm just calling it what it is and let's move on. So yeah, you'll be quiet as fine. You could pay the plug. If not, I don't want anything, but I don't want distractions either. So I like it. Thank you. Silver and gold just took off. I mean, the dollar is up. Okay, Baba. But now, do you guys remember the tin? Do you understand? I told you guys this the other month. I think the black swan is that China is ahead of us on AI. I laugh every time because like it sounds funny, but I don't know. I think I don't know if it's probable, but I think it's possible. And just the American, what's the word? Arrogance, and the way everyone's so arrogant about it. Everybody's wrote off China. Seriously, go look at the DeepSeek. China is a closed off. We don't know what's going on there. Like, you never know fully. And like they got a lot of people. Their kids go to school for 15 hours a day. Like, y'all tripping. Our coders like butthole activity, and they don't, and they have rejected God. So, you know, they don't have a God in China, but they have 15 hours of pure hard coding work every day since they were born. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's possible. That would fuck up everybody. And then if China's like, yeah, we don't want your chips, we have our own. And then if you found out they had a better AI, that'd be everything. Amen, baby. Thank you. You as well. You as well. The aging population. AI would fix it. That's why they have a need for a high-powered AI, an actual AI, robotics. But yeah, that's my only tin I have on China. You don't believe it? I know, that's what nobody believes it now. That's the thing, though. So the tin foil I just gave you, it's not in the perspective of they're in the lead right now. No one believes it anyways right now. That's the whole point. That's what makes it a black swan. So yeah, you already feel, bro, this is bad. I mean, you're down 1.0. It sucks because NVIDIA is finally moving. And then, I mean, it doesn't help that you have a 10% China day. You could argue money's going to China instead, but I think end of the month, you still will have another move later in the day, but this is a little bigger than I was expected, but like NVIDIA's down 3. NVIDIA's down 3. Meta's down 1.5. Microsoft's down almost 1. Apple is down by 0.13. And then Netflix is down 2 and Tesla's down 1. So everything else we'll see right now. I'll check for you, but that Mag 7 effect, unfortunately, that's what got you these other 100 points, dog. So yeah, 13 names green on the Dow, 17 red. Dow has a slight negative tilt. NASDAQ 100 only 67 in the green, 33 or 67 in the red, 33 in the green. And then SPY 282 green, 217 red. You're not buying it if their coders and people were so great, they wouldn't need to steal everyone's IP. I mean, I'm just a guy in a room, and Bloomberg and CNBC do that to me. So that's a counter argument. But AI's new. AI is new. That's the reality. They copied everything else in the past, but that's what I'm saying. They created their own training model. Knowing how to train it might be almost as valuable as the chip. That's what we freaked out with last year, or beginning of this year, technically. Fed Cook retains access to offices and devices. Okay, so less of credibility. All right, man, you're dumping. That's it. Equal weight's starting to come. Equal weight's not that bad, but NASDAQ, everybody else is. So you pretty much wiped out all last 2 days on the SPY. Equal weight just coming back to halfway point of yesterday. And now oil's dumping. Be on the lookout for either oil numbers or something with Russia. Yeah, Bitcoin's already down 3, bro. All the crypto. So again, think about it. It's end of the month. You do have the Mag 7 effect. The only thing I would be worried about is if people are really freaking out about the China news and not admitting it right now. You get what I'm saying? So this is either normal blow off top after the 100 level, right? Mag 7, NVIDIA, day 48 hours after, or everyone's like, oh my God, buy Baba, buy China, sell everything else. And then we get into, and then rebalance too for the end of the month. But yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but I also think you got a big bounce in store as well today. So it's either, we'll find out in a couple hours. It's either going to stay down or you got a big move, bro. We did this literally the other day, right? Wasn't it? We were down like 100 points and then, or 70, just to be right back up. So, and it is a Friday. Y'all, YYAI on the low. It was. I did think it was going to be. I think it is still chill. Watch. I'm gonna give you the same winky face too if it ends up right here at the day, okay? I've watched this market, brother, every day. I think as long as if you get another 2-3% out of any big tech, it'll stay down. But if Nvidia stays here, everyone else comes up. Like I'm saying, I mean, you've seen it. I might be right. You might be right too. I might be wrong as well. That's the funny part. I just think it's inconsequential. So like whether you're right or I'm right, I think we all lose. I don't think we get anything. That's kind of what I've been trying to explain the last couple months here. Or really this last month in the market. It's been inconsequential. Nothing's material. You know, you have the other stuff and all of that. Your girlfriend says I sound like Squidward. Well, I'm in a good mood today. Can I see her Instagram? Can you send me her Instagram so I can see what she looks like then? I don't know. Somebody got nervous. But yeah, thank you. Walgreens is delisted. The last Friday Ethereum was the biggest day in how many years, and then now we have that 5% down. No, everything's right because Nvidia finally moved, but there is good BABA news, which could be bad. Otherwise, chalk it up to Mag 7 end of the month. Like I'm saying, I just think this whole month has been inconsequential. That's why I said it yesterday on the Watchlist, man. Until we get real volatility, something new, like, you've already gone through hell, bro. You need something really new to change anything. So yeah, delisted, you're gonna get paid out. I explained the Walgreens deal a couple months ago. You're gonna get paid out, and then if you kept the shares, you're actually gonna get another like $1.25 or $1.75 a share. And then so you're going to get extra money, and then once they complete their little spin-off thing, you're going to get the new company as well, believe it or not. So you're going to walk away with money, and when it's all completed, shares as well of a new one. Is it 3? I think it's $1 something extra, and then $1 of the new asset. So yeah, you'll get something. That's why you're actually getting more, believe it or not. So I had to sell Walgreens to buy the house, and I used the loss for the taxes, but if I held it, you would have ended up getting more. So I don't think it's a bad deal, especially if you bought early with me, you lost. Unfortunately, that was one of our losers. But if you were one of the like average down people in like 23, 24, you're walking away with a gain, depending on how low you purchased it after this deal. So it all depends when you position, plus your dividend and all that. SPB, Spectrum. 1.5 on a candle, no volume. Oh! Friday! Bradley Frizzle in the page! Or not? Man. So yeah, Bradley, thank you, man. I had to unban Bradley today. So yeah, Bradley, if you could just like stop bothering me with the peach, I'd really appreciate it, Bradley. Bradley, Bradley, you've been here for about 5, 6, 7 years now, Bradley. And Bradley, why has it been so hard to follow the rules for so long, Bradley? Huh, Bradley Frizzle in the peach with your fucking consistency? How come, Bradley? Bradley, you stand out too much, Bradley. You know, I'm gonna ban you for not breaking the rules, Bradley. How about that, Bradley? Bradley, and what does the peach even mean, Bradley? See, y'all playing with me, bro. Y'all just playing. I don't know. Bradley, he got a long term. He got a job in compliance. He changed the trajectory of culture. I don't think I've ever banned him. Dude, I don't even think I've ever timed him out. Stay on. Yeah, where's Boeing, bro? He gave you Boeing. You serious? God bless you, Bradley Frizzle. All right, Bradley. Did you see what happened, Bradley? Bradley, you fucked me up, Bradley. You know that? Bradley, I was buying him some shit yesterday. I was buying them some snacks, right? I needed to get a very specific snack that I wanted to show them. And I go into my foreign spot. I got a place where I buy my foreign food. And then they got these Japanese Pepsis. And I was like, oh, that looked cool. I wasn't going to buy it. And guess what? I can't read Japanese, thank God. But I read it in American and it said, white peach. And I said, oh. Then I had to buy one of every one for everybody coming. So yeah, all because of you, Bradley. You know, it's not because of you. You didn't make me do it, but if there was no Bradley Frizzle and the peach, those would have sat there. I don't think it would have been special. And yeah, now, so all of you guys coming, I have a special, I'm going to call it a Bradley Frizzle edition, Japanese Pepsi. You're going to, it's the Fuji peaches, It's good, bro. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Is it Fuji or is white peach? I got apples though too. Safe link. Let's do it. The watch list was really short. I was at the farm, so I talked about China. I didn't know the Baba thing was gonna happen, but that. And then remember, Duo. We have free shares of this. That's one of those Chinese gambling ones. But yeah, we just talked about no volatility. You know what I'm saying? Like you have all of this. Like VIX is actually, even after today dropping, and you're like, whoa, VIX is only at 15. Historically, that means nothing is happening. So we do have non-farms next week, but just after NVIDIA, not good, not bad, all this, you know, nothing has really changed. That's why I have been saying a lot about just real estate and take advantage of this time. And some of you want trades. I think you're forcing it, but when that panic comes back and when there is real volatility, that's going to be your moment to look for those trades. For real. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. So till then, I just think the next couple of weeks, data driven, or maybe we get random policy, and then we'll find out if September seasonality comes into play. Well, it's big, man. It's very, very big right now. A lot of it is NASDAQ, 60, 70% in the red. Even the Dow and the Russell are down too. You got healthcare up, and there is a little bit. I wouldn't call this a rotation. I don't know. I think the China thing is messing it up today. But staples are coming up now. So there is a chance of a rotation. Because look, XLP is going up there. I think it is, man. Before staples were down, but depending on how this materializes, it does look like a rotation. Like I'm saying, the China stuff kind of could be bad in this. Like we've seen that before, but other than that, it's like I'm saying, this isn't that freaky. Big move though. You're 50 points down after hitting 6,500, new all-time high. People are preparing. I mean, they have been, but just even then, September or seasonality has been finicky. But just like August, they were worried about August seasonality, and after a week, they didn't. So September is going to come with that worry, but just as long as the data and other stuff doesn't get in the way, Or if it does, that should pretty much create everything. And it's end of the month, so that's the other part. So like you're saying, there might be something ahead of September, but just even end of the month, finalize it all, you're gonna have a little bit of movement. All these little China pump plays are going up. So like the ones they gamble on in China. Remember Duo and all those other ones? Those are moving. I think Bob is still up. Yeah, Bob is about to hit the high again. It's literally just hugging there. SPY's hugging the low. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking rotation, all these other things, end of the month, post-tech, and all of that, you know? And then look, all the China names are running. So usually you don't have China involved in that, in the rotation. It's just not been part of it the last couple years. So just in general, China moving up, that's what adds the only like variable to not making this a rotation. From Yosemite. That's hype. I want to... Wait, is Yosemite the one with the volcano? Which one got the volcano? I want to go to that one. That's Yellowstone, right? I want to go to all of them, bro. And you know what I want to see? I saw a picture yesterday of like a lady standing next to a redwood. I want to see the redwood forest. Like, it's California cruising. You know what I'm saying? That 1999 N64 game. What was it called? You remember that? You guys remember Cruising the USA? Y'all don't feel me. I grew up on this, bro. Damn, you want to see? Maybe you guys will stay focused. I'll play you some, I'll give you some brain rot on the side so you can lock into the screen. I love this game. That was my first experience with Redwoods. I still haven't gone yet. Yeah, that's why I wanted Testarossa. Hell yeah. Damn, bro. Yeah, you remember this? I remember this. DC, right? How come there's no crime? Oh, that's San Fran. How come there's no home? Wait, this is before that? That's a game right there, bro. Haram, haram. Yeah, where are the redwoods, bro? I think it's here. I hated this map. Was it Iowa, bro? I hated Iowa. You know what I'm talking about, bro? I hated I think it was Iowa. Y'all were tripping back then. That's DC. I remember the cow, bro. Yeah, and you get the new card. Good times. The greatest gainer would be ASML if they use them. But I mean, it seems like everybody is going very... You don't want to rely on somebody. You know, ask Trump, ask everybody else. But yeah, if they got the one, if they were the one to do it. Yeah, Redwood Forest was tough, bro. MERS must be prepared for Russia war to last months. Alright, kind of slowed down a little bit. I don't know what the volume's at. Damn, 16 million? It's kind of a lot. It's been 1 hour. DOJ lawyer, U.S. doesn't object to converting emergency motion to longer-term injunction looking more and more like there will not be a final ruling. Here comes the V. Well, we'll see. Watch Staples, watch China, maybe even Euro close. Baba's going up. Baba. Yeah, the premiums, the shitty premium, the cheaper out of the monies did not do well. But anything near the money did very well. Well, did you not? So Lisa Cook, that's the thing with the volatility. Do you guys not realize that even with all, like, let me put it this way. All of the drama with Lisa Cook and the Fed, it does not matter. Or let me put it another way. The market doesn't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important. Why would I say that? Do you know why? We talked about it a little bit yesterday. You made 4K off Baba. I don't think you did. That's why did you have to tell me? But I would like $400 or I'm banning you next week. So like I'm saying, I'm not banning people today. I'm just calling you out so everybody could learn how to correct it. But yeah, that fuck shit, like no one cares. But you should have made more or you didn't make it at all. See, that's what happens when you flex with too many people. You're either going to get it compared too little, too much, and all that. I know, come on, I feel you, bro. That's why I'm saying, do what you're here for. You could pay the plug. Otherwise, you know, I want people to be focused, not get it. If you still need congratulations when you make money, then you have not made enough, and you haven't matured yet at that level. So I'm not banning you. I'm not trying to be mean. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to train our chat room here and have the best of the best. High quality. I want chats not to be noise, not to bring out emotions, but to bring out effectiveness. So that's why I'll call you. I'm not banning y'all. I will, though, next week if the same behavior is there. But like I said, man, even from talking to some of y'all, I'm not tripping, bro. I think some of y'all are tripping a little bit, but even then, it's not that big of a deal. You either get with it or not, man. You know, enjoy your life. I'm not taking it that seriously. And get a long term. So yeah. Cook should step down. Oh, I know. Well, that's the thing. So pretty much the whole like debate with Cook and why it doesn't matter is because the sovereign risk is not going up. So to give you another idea, like when Donald Trump was doing the tariffs, credit default risk on American debt was skyrocketing. When Biden would do shit, credit default risk would skyrocket. And then you go and fire the BLS, fire the Fed chair, fire all these people. Guess what? Credit default risk has not moved at all. It's actually lower than it's ever been. At least since the beginning of the year. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't really, although everyone's like Fed independence, drama. It's like, dude, the people with money and the bond vigil, everybody else, no one's giving a shit. Which is funny because it does sound like a big issue, but deep down, I don't think it really, really, really matters. Otherwise, people would be if you were really worried about Fed independence leading to a problem, you would be buying the shit out of that debt right now, or the credit default swaps. It doesn't make sense, especially if you even were a bond vigilante. But people aren't even doing that. And then now, here's the funny part. As far as Lisa Cook's case is concerned, she's not denying it. She's saying it's a clerical error, and she's saying it was an error, but she's not denying what is being accused. And even the way she's trying to fight the case today, instead of denying it, she's just trying to, the case they're putting forward is that the president can't do it for cause, because even if it was an error or not, it happened before she was appointed at the Fed. Does that make sense? So they're not saying what she did was right or wrong. She's not denying it. She's just saying you can't fire. That's not cause. That's what they're challenging. They're not challenging mortgage fraud. They're not challenging what she did or didn't do. They're simply going to the court and saying Donald Trump cannot fire for cause because that is not the definition of cause because it happened before I was in the post. Ta-da! So yeah, she's not even denying it. They're just fighting a different case or a different angle so that she could still remain and do this little fight. Oopsie! The little oopsie! Pizza. And Domino. I thought Pizza would be up with Domino's, but no. I mean, it's kind of a good point. I mean, welcome to the law. It's not a loophole. It's just that's the law. That's why I say they're not. You argue it at its merits. So at the merits of it, whether she did it or not, they're just saying you can't. The president cannot fire unless it's for cause. How can it be for cause if it happened before she was in the workplace? So the argument should be she shouldn't have been hired in the first place for cause. But yeah, but you can't. Technically, it isn't for cause. But they're not denying she committed fraud, or they're not denying what she did. That's the funny part. That's what I'm saying. Welcome to the United States. She should just resign on her own. That's what most well-mannered people do. That's the reality. There's been 5 people in the Fed who have resigned in the last 4 years. The minute they have something on paper that is shady, they step down. Clarita, the other dude, it's actually Bostic didn't. He's the only one actually. So never mind. The only one who hasn't stepped down was Bostic. But there was about 4 or 5 others in the last 4 years who did. Anytime Kaplan, Clarita, was it Rosengren, and then another one. Yeah, there's one more. And they all step down. Anytime they've been accused of anything odd or shady, they step down. Bostic and Cook have not. I keep putting up 2 Babas. Yeah, Baidu's starting to run up now too. Mortgage fraud from a Fed governor is insane. Nah. I think it highlights what I already believed. All of it. I think that over the last several years, a lot of people got jobs, like high-ranking jobs, that I genuinely believe they don't know anything about. That's it. I just think they were incompetent, fully. All of them. You want to know my best example? I fucking memory hold his name. What was the chief economic, the guy who doesn't understand money? What was his name again? That's the highlight of the example. And then everybody else is just the branch of the tree. Jared, yep. What was his name? Bernstein. Oh, dude. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, think about it. You're like, oh, man. Just, again, don't attribute. What is it? Don't attribute to malice what could be attributed to stupidity. Like, dude, I genuinely don't even think some of these people are that bad. I just think they're dumbasses. And then we gave them the keys to the kingdom. Like, literally, that's it. I don't think you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even think she knows what a mortgage is at this point. I don't even think Bostic 3 times in a row is like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who manages my manager. I don't even look. So I'm like, all right, well, yeah. The entire Trump admin is incompetent. Okay. But like I'm saying, just in this case, I'm highlighting people who are like actually just, can you give me yours, I'll give you mine. Here's my favorite one.
Because we can print our own money.
This is
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are...
Listen, if you could beat this, I will vote for whoever you want. You got to show me a Trump appointee more incompetent than Jared. This guy was the head of the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. I have more higher ranking degrees than this man. And I'm a fucking idiot. I don't even want to do this shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, for real. This guy's degreed in music. And I think I could do better music than him. So, no. You show me, email me somebody dumber than this dude, and I will switch sides. That's all. I'm a very open person, man. I'm willing. That's why I haven't banned any of y'all today. I'm willing. The Lord used me because I was willing, my friend. So just show me someone dumber than this fool, who is in a to the degree of high ranking and the degree of stupidity.
The U.S. government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
See, so imagine I say all of that and that's the intro, bro. Oh my goodness.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
Like you said, they print the dollar, so why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do?
I don't know, bro. They invited you to this interview. You're in a building. You had you could have thought about the answer in the elevator.
Right, because they sell bonds and people buy the bonds.
You're not even being asked about the spirit of the Lord.
A lot of times, at least to my ear with MMT, the language and the concepts can be kind of unnecessarily confusing, but there is no question.
No, they're all necessary. Every definition is necessary. There's not one thing unnecessary about explaining how the fuck we have money and keep this bullshit up.
Government prints money.
Unnecessary.
And then it uses that
I just caught that. Unnecessary.
I guess I can't really talk. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, because
he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
The government clearly prints money. It does it all the time, and it clearly borrows.
He advised. He was the advisor to the advisors.
Conversation. So I don't think there's anything confusing.
So, bro, if I came in with an idea, bro, if I had the idea to fix the economy, and I worked at the government in that 4 years, they'd be like, "That's a great idea. Send it to Jared." I have to walk my ass up to Jared's office and be like, "Hey, Jared, I think inflation is not transitory, Jared. What do you think, Jared?" That's unnecessary. Well, that's transitory. Why don't we just let's transition the conversation. How about that? Let's start with, how much do you got in your pocket right now? Show me it. So what the fuck you mean show me? JD. Finally. There you go. We already got one. That's JD's big, actually. I don't know why. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a stay. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I sold my long term today. Tell me why. I don't know, dude. It's 2.5. It's not a trigger yet. Yeah, and Pinduoduo too. If they both go, but that's big. JD's the one, the bigger one. Nothing else moving on the China ones. Maybe Baidu, but that's 2.5%. That's why I like it. Oh, I like it. But then we had a play the other day too, so should be good, my friend. Tell me why. That video, I love it. I love it. But yeah, that's, I get it. Like, I don't know. Elon's kind of an idiot, but that's another idiot. That's a different type of idiot. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, I guess he appointed Elon, Trump did, to a degree. But, like, not, technically Elon didn't work in the government. But, like, I think all of Trump's people are different types of idiots. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, because I understand what the criticism is. And I need you to understand where I'm coming from. That I hope that could highlight it. But do you see where I'm at with this? Where I am still struggling a little with it. But like, I think it's like Elon's like the type of idiot to like make love to a computer. That's that type of idiot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's it. Started listening 5 years ago. Made it hard, right? That's okay. I think I'm still pretty normal, man, with a lot of people. And some of y'all, your extremism is just as extreme. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fuck with Trump like that. If you haven't watched all my videos, then you guys are not being fair. Right when Trump started doing shit that I disagreed with, I made a video. And I said it. I'd say all of it, but all right, I just made 400% on the JD, yeah, while you were bitching at me. But anyways, so like I'm saying, if you're here to make money, that's how I did it right there. But at the same time, like, you guys got to listen for real. But I will tell you this right now. If any of you are telling me you have watched me for 5 years, that is not a good thing. That gets you, I don't view you with grace when you tell me that. You know why? Because if you've been here for 5 years, bro, and I am not seeing a furthering in your thinking, you're still being so immature to the point you think my Trump shit in Christianity, you're literally, your money says, "In God we trust," dumbass. So, yeah, are you really about money? I don't. You guys are lying, and that's what I'm saying, man. You had 5 years. You could have quadrupled houses. You could have got $90 meta. You could have done everything. So I'm kind of bothered that you guys are still clinging to that and telling me you've watched for so long but have nothing to show for it. When I have people from even 1 year, and then the other people who have been with me for 5 years, they are so loving. And their life is, they are so peaceful because their life has given them freedom by listening instead of arguing. And instead of being doubtful, they had hope from day one. They didn't drift and then blame me for it 3 years later. So that's all. I don't mean that mean. I'm not banning you or anything. I did use some harsh words in that statement. I did. I called you a dumbass, and I don't. And forgive me, but at the same time, some of y'all, I'm like, bro, snap out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly, like, if you really, is any Trumper Christian person really talking to you like I am? They're not. So why are you acting? Why are you holding me to a higher standard than fucking Jared Bernstein? Do you know what I'm saying? I want real people, and I know you guys are real, and I know Reddit has fucked with you guys, but at the end of the day, the hand is open and it's all there, but that's not going to get you there. You know, a lot of people, I had a guy, he kept emailing me, and he was like, "Why did you ban me? Why did you ban me?" He said, "I talked about making a channel. Is that why you banned me?" No, I told you guys yesterday. Too many people they lie and they say, "I want to help people out for free and I want to help people and teach them," and they have nothing to show for it in their life that they could teach them. And I don't agree with that. I don't. I've shown you everything, literally every dollar you have seen. Again, even some people have gotten mad at, dude, the Bitcoin was 10 grand into $500,000. Shut up. Like, So, but like I'm saying, bro, it's just straight up. He asked me why I banned him, and it was because he wanted that channel. I said no. I didn't even respond to him. I want you to figure this out. I banned him because he said that, and that wasn't the issue. But that told me where his heart was. But every single day, he would come in here repeating a CNN liberal talking point that was false, related to tariffs, the market, or Trump. Literally, you know how I know it was false? Look at how it all played out. And just repeating, that's why I banned you. What do you mean? I'm going to ban you guys if you are responsible. You want to parrot fake information, you're responsible for it. You want to use the wrong stuff, you're responsible for it. Very simple. You guys want to go around and you are parroting these talking points that they have given you, but it has not helped your life. It's only hurt you. But you are responsible for that. Very simple. So yeah, like I'm saying, man, if y'all really about it, we could have good discussions. We don't need to agree, but I don't know. I think some of you are letting it be a block to you. And that's what I've noticed at the beginning of the year. And that's why I said it's fine. I had people fight me to go buy the dip 30% lower. And they said the same thing you said. You Trumper, you Christian. Oh, Josh, I used to watch. Well, no, you didn't, because you would have made money buying the dip like we did every other year. No? You were the one who fell for it, and you got involved in it. I did get political. I didn't fall for it, though. Did you? Look at the portfolio. Some of them were class clowns. I was the class clown. See, but that's it. I think people are just mad, bro. Trump is a pedo. Release the files. I know, but like, do you not hear what I said, though? This is why I think you guys are like bots, or just, I'll pray for you. Because I just gave you a real, like, legit answer of like how we could communicate, and then you literally, like a Woody doll, you pulled the string. Release the list. Trump's a pedo. So yeah. All right. Word. I'm not banning anybody today, though. I'm just gonna correct. So, because I didn't want to come today, but I said we could do this. We could make it productive. I did, but like, so you know the shooter guy yesterday who killed all those kids? He said the same exact thing you said. You know that, right? So that's what I'm saying. Those liberal talking points, he wrote that on the bullets and the gun. He said, release the list. Trump's a pedo. All of that. You got. That's what I told you, man. It's dark, man. For real. You have people who do love you and people who do want to talk to you and give you guys like explanations, but you have to be willing to let go of what the TV told you, bro. And yeah, and you're right. I don't think Trump is the best person. That's not what this is about. I don't think Trump is the best Christian example. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you could say the same thing about a lot of things. I don't think I'm a good example, to be honest with you. So at the end of the day, I encourage you guys to be willing to have conversations with the people that you think you don't like, or that you were trained to hate. Because I'm trying to really train y'all to make some money. But again, I've noticed that mindset, that parroting of logic, of not thinking for yourself, I have never been able to make those people successful. Everybody else I have done. I have been able to do. I've been able to do some life changers. So, yeah. But just talk. No bots, history will make money. But what about what I just said, though? Like, you know, I would like a good answer from you instead of, I just gave you time. I love you, bro. I don't know. I've seen some of you take it very personally, and I don't want you to, okay? Because I'm not trying to. But I'm not going to stand for dog shit. And you, just in the same way, you must understand. I don't think that stuff's good for you, brother. And everybody, I've had the blessed opportunity to deal with millions of people, and I deal with thousands every day. That mentality is a destroyer. Yeah, and if you're not coachable and you're going to go back to that stuff, you're lying about the money stuff. And like I'm saying, you've been here for 5 years, great. I should see a long-term 20% higher than the market. So the market's up 20, you should be up another one. And I should see a crib. Minimum one. There should be a lot of things. I should see how it reflects in how you treat others. But even then, I would argue you don't even have respect for me. So how did you learn anything here in 5 years? Think about it. So I need a real answer for that. Otherwise, you're playing a game. And that's what the devil wants, because you're going to waste time and you're going to get frustrated. And you're already angry. And that anger is going to be used to weaponize it against people who don't deserve it. We see it every day. So, yeah, that's what it is, bro. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Oh. Dude, I took the key to the truck. Fuck.
Distribution is so...
Fuck, I got people at the property, and they're like, where's the key to the truck? I'm like, in my car. Fuck. JD came down. I don't even know what that was. And then Spy's dumping. Yeah, it's still the Nivda. The Nivda's about to go 4, bro. Sadly. Are you gonna run to the ranch? I might have. I don't know. I'm gonna see what they need, but... But yeah, it's good. I got 3 people there now building. Fuck yes. This is what worked. I was getting nervous, bro. These guys kept delaying. My products got delayed, my shipment. And then the worker got mad because he had to go and then it wasn't there. And then we've been playing fucking back and forth. But now I got everything there and I got 3 people there building. So that I don't have to employ the Chads. So that's amazing. All right, Spy, new low, bro. 1.2 on the Nazi. I think, what's equal weight? Yeah, equal weight, you're down 0.3. So I'm saying, you take out the fucking Mag 7. I think a lot of things are coming down now, and you have 60, 70% in the red, but it's, yeah, it's all the, it's Nivda. There you go. 173. Is it back to where it started the front run? Yeah, almost. Remember the other day? So that was a waste. Bounce on Euro. It's only 750, bro. It's early. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna make you watch this again. I lived through it, but I can't believe y'all memory hold this shit.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
Like you said, they print the dollar, so why does the government even borrow?
Well, I mean, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do? They sell bonds. Yeah, they sell bonds, right? Because they sell bonds and people buy the bonds and lend them the money. Yeah. So a lot of times, at least to my ear with MMT, the language and the concepts can be kind of unnecessarily confusing, but there is no question that the government prints money and then it uses that money to yeah, I guess I can't really talk. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, because it's like the government clearly prints money. It does it all the time, and it clearly borrows. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this debt and deficit conversation.
Yeah, this is you guys acting like you watch the watch list.
There.
See, y'all don't get it. I could tell who watches the watch list. That's what we've been trying to tell you for the last couple months. Maybe that should show you. You guys really don't get it, huh? That's the difference between a watch list watcher and not. Like, it's very, very visibly apparent. Every time he does, I get fascinated. I just grabbed a drink and I just started watching again. I said, it blows my mind. Oh my goodness. This fucking guy.
Raised close to a $15 billion valuation. Some of our competitors are out saying that's going to potentially be closer to $13.5 to $14 billion. Certainly one to keep an eye on, but everything in the IPO market right now, post-Labor Day, is heating up. We're expecting Klarna, Via, Gemini, Figure, a number of companies that should be starting these processes sometime next week or the week after.
But Affirm is doing very well.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Klarna is also doing well, or does that mean that there's not enough room for Klarna?
Well, their earnings, because they had to flash their numbers, so they updated their filing with second quarter results that actually were pretty good, all things considered. So when I've been talking to bankers on the deal, investors, meeting with the company and management team, they're pretty bullish on the outcome. The big question, obviously, is with a number of these IPOs, what do you launch on the cover? What are you looking to raise? And can you kind of encourage investors to walk up in size and not expedite the process, but go into the IPO listing day with a higher valuation?
And Billy, you mentioned something about, post-Labor Day. This is a conversation we were having with Crystal C. actually just about an hour ago, talking about how Labor Day weekend is a big crunch time for deal makers, and that Tuesday morning could be interesting on the deals landscape, on the M&A landscape. Talk to us about the IPO market, because spiritually, the two are linked.
Yeah, when you look at when we came out of the IPO window, kind of dusting off the winter, as it were, a few years ago, we saw ARM kind of kickstart and fire starting again a few years ago. We saw Reddit and Instacart in that group as well. When we look at this batch of companies, we're talking, again, buy now, pay later company, Klarna, Gemini, the Winklevoss twins, crypto exchange and custodian company, Figure, which is also kind of preaching its blockchain activity. We're expecting a number of these companies to start these processes and meet with investors, but also across the ECM suite, we're expecting some big sell downs, some convertible bond activity. It seems like a lot of activity is going to kind of start Tuesday and throughout the rest of the week.
Have you fully reacclimated from your Tokyo trip?
No. My bus yesterday into the office, 2 hours. My bus home yesterday, 2 hours. Tokyo, 25 minutes tops.
Well,
I miss it.
Don't go back there, especially not today, because Bailey and I will be doing Business Week from 2 to 3 p.m. today, and then Bailey is joining Scarlet Fu for the close.
But dude, the problem is that you moved to New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, the commute is just deadly.
I
would look at the same thing, except for I don't want to do that commute, especially if I have to go through Penn Station.
Early, it would be fun. It would be fun.
Yeah, but I'd still have to cross a bridge, and Lord knows when the governor of New Jersey is just going to shut the bridge down.
Hi. I don't know, man. Oh, no. I'm seeing. I might have to go soon if they need this truck. They said they got their own, though. I asked. I was like, dude, did they say they could do it all? I was like, do they see everything? They said yes. I didn't show you guys on the video. Bro, I'm telling you that all at once, like I was getting orders in like every other day, and then the lag stuff, bro, they told me shit was gonna come in 2 weeks. after I order it, it was supposed to come on Tuesday. And they're like, yeah, it's going to come in 2 weeks. I'm like, what? And I'm like, can I cancel it? They're like, no. I'm like, what? And then it all just shows up. So yeah, but there's a lot. But I'm glad. I'm glad they're going to get it finished, I think. And then, yeah, if you guys are coming, and I think everybody has everything completed, like I said. So two of you guys coming today, you guys got banned in the last 30 days. So you did violate the rules. I thought we accounted for all the rule violations. I had to whittle it down, but so I might just flip a coin for you guys. I don't know what to tell you if you want to leave it in fate's hands. But other than that, I will, I'm going to, after the bell, I don't plan on sending out any of the info until after the bell. So remember, the event is tomorrow. Even if some of you guys are going to be earlier, I know some of you have other plans. You'll get that after 1 p.m. All right, man, get ready. Yeah, they violated before you hired them, like Lisa Cook. Kinda, yeah, exactly. Wow. That's a good idea. Make it a part of the show. Find the imposter. Nah, I don't want them to be like, who's the imposter? Bro, they gotta sleep together. You know that, right? They're all gonna be sleeping in the same house. So, I might sleep there with them, but it all depends on the vibes. I don't know. And we'll see. But for now, I'm planning not to sleep there with everybody. But that was just so everybody could have room. So, yeah, we'll see. Tesla UNH, what's up, bro? I unbanned you. I look forward to your troll, though. You're gonna troll her. I had a list of people. I made a separate list of people who that I know are gonna come back and get banned again. You were on there. You're a troll. And then I didn't unban one person. There was one person I did not unban. I didn't unban a Jesus guy because I remembered I banned him because he was complaining about his kids having to hear cuss words. So for the sake of the kids, I kept you banned because I don't want them to hear me cussing. Because you're right. So if you weren't willing to take that responsibility, I will. So yeah, I kept him banned. He's the only one who didn't. Jesus guy is the only one who didn't get unbanned. Believe it or not. You are not on the list. No, you're good. You be thrown out for your snoring? Dog, I need a CPAP machine, bro. Fuck it. You and I are sharing a room. Because I'm not. Yeah. You love me? I have a general appreciation. And like I said, some of you I really do. But I don't believe you. I don't really believe. I don't like compliments. I don't believe it all. Just you guys got to show me. Believe me, man. I don't think you realize how much joy it brings to see you guys overcome this world and be successful. You don't get it. Some of you think I'm joking about it. Some of you are still, you playing the game of if I'm legit or not for fucking almost a decade now. Come on. So it's just like, I don't know. I want to see it. And that's why I said it earlier, bro. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Like, because if you've been here for a long time, like, dude, 4 or 5 years, if you're doing well and it shows in your character and you have already been, and you've brought that joy and you've to not only me, but everybody around you, because you did it, yes, now your time in here means something, and it means a lot. And I view that as you are already in a category of your own. But if you've been here for that long, and I have nothing to show for it, or even your character, you still doing drugs, still doing all this shit, hanging in the mud, it's all on the wayside, and you telling me, oh, dude, I listened to all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I view it as heartbreaking, actually, and I'm sad that I taught some of you that time in without any effort actually means something, because it doesn't. You know, the long term is time in, but you did make an effort every month. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people just think, oh, I've been here. That means nothing. It means something if you have the fruit. But if you don't have the fruit, that means you blew it. And I don't mean that negatively. I don't want you to feel bad. I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm trying to encourage you to get on the next harvest. But if I can't and you don't see it that way and you're not willing to, you have zero desire for it, then, I mean, I guess 5 years of entertainment, right? I'm pretty entertainment. But then some of you don't even like me. So that's why I'm like, no, I don't. So yeah, if you love it, show it. But because like I said, man, I would borderline die for some of these people, bro. You have no idea. That's what I'm saying, bro. I called the Chad, the ones who are coming this weekend. I am so happy. And I look forward to meeting some of y'all. Just in this, you have no idea. Because the same way you got some people, you know how many people are like, dude, I just want to meet you. I just want to meet you. I'm like, bro, I want to meet you. Like, you have no idea. Because some of you have just been an angel and good vibes, and there's thousands of them. So I love it, man, and that's why. But it's shown. It's never told. It's never proclaimed. It's never claimed. And at this point, anybody who have to claim it, if you have to convince me you're in the cult, you have to 5 years this, you know, that's convincing at that point. Most of the people telling me how long they've been here, it's because they dropped the ball. Because the guys who have been here, they said, no, I have a house. I have 5 long terms. I have this. And you know what? God is good. God is good, baby. Let's go. I hope so. And remember, the moment you tell people, the reward is not yours. That's the sad part. So I'm glad, but you didn't have to tell us. So I'm saying, you guys. And then even with the conversation I was just saying, I want it to show in your character. Otherwise, I'm done investing in people who don't let it show 5 years later. That's it. I can't do it. I need character development. I need real character. I saw, and you saw it this year too, in the middle of all of it, there was great opportunities. I don't think I led anybody wrong in the sense of, if you gave me that effort this year, it should have already paid you. Character over comfort. Indeed, my brother, indeed. Okay, we stopped dying. It's all just tech, though. Food place coming up. And then China. Yeah, but it's still very low. That's why I'm saying, man, we don't have real volatility. We do not have real volatility. That's what's so fascinating. But, you know, eventually we will. Bumble match, they bought insider buy this morning. The CEO bought, I think, a couple million. Or was that yesterday? Yeah, you're right, though. They're both tweaking. Gucci now accepts payments, including Doge and Ethereum. Bumble working on an AI-powered matchmaking app where we match you with AIs. No! Who shops at Gucci? Every single person who flexes their place. That's the type of person who has to let you know. That's exactly. I could find you. I have a whole list, bro. I got a whole list. He said, who would spend thousands of dollars for some really tacky stuff to stand out and let people know they spent that much? Oh my God! This whole time, Josh, you were teaching us. Oh my God! Oh, forgive me, Lord. Amen. For the Lord forgives you. The Lord is with you. Reject the world, brothers. Reject the world. tap in, bro, to yourself. That's why, man, I think a lot of y'all, in your freedom, I look forward to seeing who you become. Do you understand? I keep saying it, bro. Some of y'all I look forward to the day you drop the world, you let go of the fear, you let go of what you're supposed to be and afraid of how you go and sound and look, and I look forward to it. You know that? Because I wonder what's gonna come out of your mouth. I wonder what type of ideas you're gonna come up with, brother. Because that's what it is, man. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's what I'm saying. You're not like them, bro. So some of you just gotta realize it. Or are you? You tell me. So you gotta pick. But I think you're not like them. TTD talks Ventura looking to change smart TV game. Oh, I need to see. You guys think? Where do you want him to build the tent? No, bro. I might have Uncle remix it then. It's not, they not like us. That's a different, no. There's a difference. You're not like them. Woo! That's what I'm saying, man. Too many people have fell back on hiding behind the clique, the group. So I'm saying, you know how many people try to hide behind 4 or 5 years? No, there's no us. You are not like them. My brother, none of us will be able to stand together as one until you could stand alone on your own. Do you understand that? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The next 5 years, we don't have a community, bro. We only have a community if every single man and woman can stand on their own. Wouldn't you agree? I would. I think we all have a table and a dinner ready. And we all should have it. And and we should have it on our own, and then we come together. The men and women who could stand on their own together, my brother, that is actual intelligence. Get ready for it. It's happening. It's going to happen. That's why I'm grateful. Because there's too many of you now who all of my rantings do not apply for. And thank you. And thank you for dealing with it. And I think you have the heart to understand it too. Because all the time wasted just for the 1 or 2 people, it doesn't apply to some of you. And that's why I'm saying we already have enough people. Everybody could leave tomorrow. With the people I have today, we would still be moving in the right direction. At the fastest pace, closer to our target than ever before. So yes, I've already ran the numbers. I've already ran the scenarios. So yeah, that's why. But we have to stand alone, on our own. You have to be able to have that strength to stand on your own. And my brother, once you have that, that's where this community becomes insane. That's where you are going to watch. And that's why I'm encouraging you all. Be wise right now. Be smart, invest, get your law term, save your money. This is where it starts. We have nothing without that. So I need you to stand on your own. That's why I'm telling you, my words, my ideas, they're going to hit you way more potently when you do not have to rely on anybody. Ask about it. That's what I'm saying. And that's why we need to get you saving. We need to flee from poverty and not fall into the trap of our eyes leading us down the path of riches that will destroy us. I want wealth that will build up everybody. That's what we want. So you got to lock in, baby. But it starts with you. And once you have that, man, It's a good thing. It's a good thing, bro. I do. I'm glad. I hope so, man. And that's why I'm saying. And that's why I said it this morning. This is all about finance now. Please listen. If you haven't got a house, you're going to get one, and you need to. I hope yesterday was really inspiring. You know, all the people who actually ended up getting one, man. I was blown away. But I was driving a lot yesterday, and I said it. I was like, dude, I'm excited for all the people who got a house, but I got worried about them. I'm not worried that real estate's going to go down. I do get worried. Some people may have overpriced. I don't like that, but I'm not worried about, like, the market. I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about their mindset. I'm worried about what they do next. I'm worried about them drifting. Because I thought about it. I was like, man, dude, so many people, even guys who are like, dude, 3 months ago, I thought I could never own a home. You know that. I think 3 out of the 12 this month said that. That means, so literally in May of 2025, they said that some of them are new even to the Chad, bro. Some of them have never even encountered Stock Market Live till May. And they said 3 months ago, they thought it was impossible to own a home in their situation. They said they never owned one. And now they have one. And that's why I was like, bro, that's crazy. That's a good thing. But what I'm worried about is that, dude, 12 people, 15 people in 1 month, in 1 day, and then the month before that, and then before that, dude, these are a lot of homes. And it's a lot of homes, and I'm like, this is a big goal. To some people, this was the biggest thing. So do you know what I'm scared of? I'm scared that you guys are going to get the house and then drift. That you're going to get the house and think that was the finish line. You're going to get the house and then not be as aggressive in rebuilding your long term. Again, I already added to my long term on the rebuild. As an example, we did not hesitate at all yet. That's what I'm worried about that. Do you understand? Yes, this is the beginning, not the end. And that's what I'm worried about, because I don't want people to think, and I pray that you don't fall to this trap thinking that, because you don't let success become a problem. You just accomplished something amazing. Amen. But now that's the beginning. It is not the end. It's now the beginning of another long term. It's the beginning of saving for another one, beginning of now the rental and living. It's the beginning, brother. It's the beginning. So I don't want you to think, because then otherwise, if you think it's the end, you're going to get in and be like, what? I don't even feel the equity. What do you mean? I had to sell it to get my 100,000. I don't feel the equity. I don't feel the equity. Wait, what do you mean? I own a house. I thought I was going to buy the house. I still got to work. Yeah, duh. We're going to get more. It's building little, but it's a beginning. This process, standing on your own, brother. So I'm saying it's not just one action. It's all these little ones in habit that build the wealth. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Just very proud of you guys. And, yesterday I was happy, right? Yesterday I was in the moment, and it was Tyler's birthday. I felt good about it, and I enjoyed it. But it was too much good. To give you a glimpse into my mind. That's what I was thinking about when I was driving. I was too much good. Because when it's good, I expect bad. When it's bad, I expect good. Welcome. But for real, though, because I'm like, it's all fun and it's nice, and I'm grateful, for real. I thank God for another prayer answered. But that's why I said, nah, man, it's still like, all right, I need you ready for the next. I don't want you getting the step 1 and then not knowing step 2. And that's why this is the beginning. So any of you who bought a home, you need to get the home ready, and do what you need to, whether you're living or renting, but you need to go and get right back to the long term with the stocks. Do you understand me? I'm not kidding. Look at the irony. The guys who don't want to sell the long term to buy a house, I don't want to sell it. What if I rebalance? They have every reason not to sell it, right? They don't want to let go of it for a property. You were willing to, right? And they want more stocks, no property. I tell them, no, stop focusing, go get property. So now, don't you think it's ironic about what I'm telling you? Those of you who just bought a property, I need you so hell-bent on stocks in the long term right now. Do you get it? Now you don't make this mistake. You got the property. You already did what others wouldn't. Amen. So now you remember how we don't drop what got us here. You see what I'm saying? The long term, the savings, the building. So now you sold your long term for the crib. You got it. Once you get all your account for expenses, know what the home, all of that, because it's hard. You just spent a lot of money. But then aggressively, right away, your long term is still a priority. And we need to go now, rebuild the long term, and then look for another one. I know it sounds crazy. You just did it, but that's the point. So yeah. But don't make that mistake of making this a finish line. And yesterday I was really happy about it, you guys. But this thought did come to me. And I need to warn you. Because some of you will. Watch, some of you, your best day was yesterday. You got a home. A couple years from now, that might end up hurting you. And it'll make you money, but it will hurt you. That house might go up 200 grand. But again, if it leads you to drifting, and all you did now is only have the house, you didn't get the stocks, you didn't keep saving. You see what I'm saying? Down the line, you'll be in a mid zone. Yeah, you're not at the bottom, but then you stopped moving. So that's anything but stopping the movement, brother. When do you get another one? You get another one when there's a good enough deal. That's the real key with the second property. Because now the jackass is going to want to pull out money and say, oh, I got to get another one. BRR, let me pull out the money. No. The second deal should be very strict on deal only. Because now you already have a property. You did good. Don't fuck it up. Now you build now your long term. Think about it. Now with the first property, and then you get the long term, now you're going to have that same vibe that I have where I don't give a shit. Because your money is literally working big in both directions. But now you could really double down on the stocks, and then you wait till it's a deal. Like an actual home run, and then you get your second property. That's it. You don't buy the second property till somebody offers it to you 20%, 30% lower. And then that's it. That way you don't force it and say, oh, I want a second property. Let me go buy something at market. I have enough for the loan. If you keep saving and growing the long term, you will guaranteed have enough for another property. But that doesn't mean you should do it. It means you should get the deal and build and do the equity building as we have been doing here. Closed on my first property on Monday. Alyssa Baker. Dude, Alyssa's helped a bunch of you guys out there. Is it Indiana? Because they're cheap out there, man. Alyssa helped out one of the dudes coming. That's crazy. The 22-year-old worked with Alyssa. Oh, thank you, Josh and Tyler. On to Prestige 2. So, yes, bro. Here's your horn. But I'm glad. So, listen, Kurt, please. Because this is what I'm saying. Like, yesterday, everybody was telling me they bought a house, and it was like Tyler's birthday, too. I was really excited. I was really happy for you guys. I was really blown away. And that's why I'm saying, though, I didn't say this yesterday. And now that I'm aware of it, I'm making sure. All of you who have bought that house today, yesterday, don't you dare drift, brother. Do you understand me? You are doing amazing, but I'm giving you the same punch in the face I've given all the guys who got banned, bro. You cannot drift right now. And and it's a good moment, and it's a blessing. Please do not let it turn bad. And that's why I build the long term now. And make sure you do not neglect your long term. Do not neglect the savings. And don't neglect things just because you got more. Show the world. Show God. Prove your discipline instead of saying it. And show that you could handle more. Because then you got more, and then you kept handling your business. That means you're going to get more, brother. But if you got more and then stopped doing, why would you get more after that? This is show it. So yeah, I'm glad I get this opportunity, man. I'm glad you bought a house today, and I'm glad I get to say this. But I'm very happy for you guys, for real. Keep it up, baby. But that's what I'm saying, man. I'm here every day. I have the long-term videos. We're going to be here, but the guys who don't have a crib, trying to gamble, like, come on, get a crib. But now you guys got a crib. You should be focusing on stocks the way the gamblers are. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. The gamblers, you need to focus on the real estate, and then we could get back into it. So there you go. I love it. So hype, dude. So hype. It's actually mind-blowing. It's a lot, man. I'm really... But, like, I'm pissed. You guys know that? I'm really pissed, though. I'm really pissed, actually, now that I think about it. Super pissed, actually. I'm really pissed. Why am I pissed at you guys? I'm very pissed at something. I mean, not pissed enough. I'll forgive you. Don't worry. But I'm pissed. Look at the lawn. Why am I pissed? All these homes got purchased, bro. But I'm a little salty about it. No, not excuse. Gold's still going up, even now the companies, JNUG, miners, and then NEM. Why am I pissed? Bothered. No one bought me a home. I guess I could get mad about that, but I wasn't expecting that yet. So I'll let it slide for now. But yeah, you should buy me a home eventually. Why would I be pissed? Gold is still moving at TTD, and then NVIDIA, honestly, we haven't been down. You've kind of been pinned for an hour and a half. No, I'd love to rebuild the long term, and I hope none of you miss this opportunity to rebuild it, especially if you bought a home. You must be just as aggressive now. Or not, just don't be timid and don't drift. You don't necessarily have to be aggressive. You just can't be timid. And you cannot drift. I'm pissed because you guys proved me right. And I don't like it. Because I was telling you guys, you remember beginning of this year, bro, I was like, I'm never selling this long term. And then again, some of the guys that I told you, I've corrected you today. Some of the guys I've had to ban multiple times. You guys kept insisting, and everyone's like, you kept asking the same question, kept doubting the real estate, and you guys kept confusing something that was easy. And I was getting sick of it. And I said, you know what? I have to show them. Because I said, if I don't do it, and if I don't show it in front of you, I don't think you guys are going to do it. I think you're going to nod your head and act. But right when I did it, bro, this is a significantly larger amount of people. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm glad that you got the house. I'm pissed that you proved it right, though. Because I was telling you this is what was going to happen. I was saying, watch. I was like, you guys won't do it until I actually move it then. So, yeah. I'm glad. But, well, a lot has moved since around here. Again, some of you even encountered me in the June, July. You heard how we were talking about it. So, I'm glad, but, yeah, that's the part. I want you to start moving, though. That's what I'm saying. Plan on stocks, good deal. Be on it. And if it's right, you need to act on it. That's why. You don't need a delay. You need to stand on your own. So, this property stuff we were talking about for a while. So yeah, man, I want to see more. And now you have the example, which I think is motivated, but with or without it. But I need to provide you more examples. That's where I was saying, though, I was like, it does bring it to life for you guys, but I want you to have the vision, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see it before it happens. I want you to be looking just little. It's not hard work, bro. It's just little by little habits. Look every day. Know what you're saving for. Know what we're working for. You know, like I could fluidly tell you this plan. I need you wrapped in it. That way, it's going to be easier than it is harder. and just more so just kind of playing it and living through it. Yeah, get the vision, baby. Amen. I'm trying to train kings, but they move like servants. Wow. Yes, because I do. I think you are kings. I think you guys are special. That's why I'm saying I do. I would like king. I want you to learn how to decide. I want you to learn how to focus on the right thing. That's what I'm saying. Take advantage of the real estate when you have it. Use it in a good deal. Build and diversify, and then get aggressive on the stocks once you get it. And rebuild, and you need to move. That's all you got to do. Yeah, we've only done a couple this year, but if you go to this channel, click on this channel, or it's on my Twitter as well, but go here and then hit posts, and all of the accounts, and every time I've added, and then you could go through it, but they are different now. So, and then on the trading fraternity, I only post one video whenever I like update it besides the farm, and then that has had a document of all of it. But yeah, it's here. Here are all the names, but new names I've only bought a couple this year because our preparation got us in a really, really good lead, so we didn't want to blow it. And that's what we talked, and it worked. We did very, very well this year, and the year's almost over, but you know, it did require this plan. But yeah, I have them here, and then the big account's a little different. The big account, it only has a couple names because I use this for the property. So yeah, and then Intel was the only newest one as of late. Look, I already put another deposit. So look at my other deposit came in today. So like I'm saying, I bought the farm. We already made the deposit, and another deposit for next month is already coming in. Do not delay. Do you understand? If possible. I'm not saying, listen, if you bought the house and you need the money, that's a different scenario. Like I told you, you need to expense and get the house taken care of right after your purchase. But once you have that, you need to do not delay your savings. And then again, the cash balance and exactly our plan for building, that is still in motion, exactly the same. Nothing has changed. All you do is have a property now. Yes, I use the big account as the down payment. But again, you guys are about almost 2 months behind now on these types of questions. So that's a repeat. I would eventually ban you for that if you keep pressing that topic. You got too much cash, would you get more NVO? Below the 57 at 42. Otherwise, who else was it? Intel, Pfizer, or UPS. But I do like NVO. I just don't like the 42 now, because the 57 price we last picked up, notice we're still there, but that 40s are beautiful on it. But a little bit of NVO I don't think is that bad, even at 50s. But I also think there's UPS and Pfizer, because we're getting close to next year. If you need yield, you could go Pfizer. Intel, but I like Intel and I use my cash, but I still don't really trust them as much. But big fan there. And then Pepsi would have been easy, but Pepsi's kind of up now. If you didn't deposit and flip, it's the same thing, but you should deposit. That's what I'm saying. I can't answer that, Nicholas. So you give me a lot of these questions. I ban you multiple times. I'm glad you're getting your property soon, finally. But yeah, you always try to bend it, brother. So I can't, like I'm saying, why did we stop depositing for 5 months? Do you not see the glaring error? You cannot take your car in to somebody, not follow the instructions, and then take it back to me asking me to fix it. I can't. Once the rules have been violated, you pull off the sticker, the warranty is voided, my friend. So why did we not deposit for 5 months? So the only example is if I sell the farm and I take that profit, all that money is going to come back to the long-term account. And then I'm just going to follow again. The beauty of having the other account is our model is still in place. That's why I kept this. I could use this model and buy back everything I wanted, and I could use the prices to see if my dollar is stronger or weaker. But the rules must be followed. On water softeners, I have to go check. I need to check the brand. I have the one at my house. It's the builders use this one. It's been good though. It's been running. But I think they're on the expensive end. Water softeners are good though. Sometimes it's the salt or the shit you put in the water softener, but then the new ones are really, really good. If you want more yield, it's because you have too many growth stocks. So if you don't have high dividend stocks, high yield, you have like 70, 80% growth, I would probably be snagging some yield, especially before they cut rates. Even a real estate stock might be good now that we're getting closer to it. Like a O could also be on target. Do you keep deposit? For the long term, I deposit every month. So that's the whole goal, for all of you. Every single person in here. And I understand we all live different lives. Believe me, I do. My parents were really poor, if you didn't know that. They came from another country. So life is hard, and I'm very well aware of that. But it's a magic trick. It's a phenomenon that if you take 10% of every dollar that you touch and set it aside and save it for yourself and put it into a Schwab account, you will still be able to survive with the other 90% of the money you have. It's weird. It's a magic trick because you'll be like, no, it doesn't. How? I have debt. I have payments. I have all of these things, but try it. It's a magic trick. I promise you. Take 10% out of your money from the gross. Not that back end, the front end. Right when you touch money, you pay yourself 10%. And it goes to the stock account. That is how we get our deposit. So every single one of you should have an account with 10% of your savings. And that we're going to hold for 10 years minimum. That's why some people have been doing it for 5 years. Others say they've listened to me for 5 years, but they won't have anything to show for it because they did not listen to this, and now they're angry at me. But I'm angry at them, more so because I said, why would you do that? You have to, it's small, it's easy, but you have to stick with it for as long as I'm telling you. So once you do that, you get the money in, and that's your monthly deposit. It's your savings. As a normal, reasonable person should save, that's going to be there. And now instead of just saving money and letting inflation eat it, we're going to put it to work and invest in high quality things that we know about. And we're not trading, we're not speculating, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. No, we're buying good quality so our money could sit there and work for 10 years minimum. That is what I've been doing here. Live in front of everybody, multiple accounts, and that's what we've done. So believe it or not, I deposit in this account. I started with $200 a month. I've raised my amount by 10% every year. So, but here's the logic. This account, I was assuming you worked at McDonald's. Because when we started it, $24,000 a year of income, that would be $200 a month if I saved 10% of it. So $200 a month is if you make 24 grand a year. Now, this account where we're at, I have a $300, it's at $300 deposit. That is 10% of $36,000 a year. So if you made $36,000 a year or $20,000 and you encountered me a few years ago when we started this and you just deposited that 10%, $200, $300, after about 5 years now, you would have your whole salary sitting there. Now, it may be a lot to some, it may not be a lot to others. But for most people, you know, if you were working at McDonald's, you're like, most people would have never thought they could do this. And then this is what I'm saying, this is your down payment. And if you actually did work at McDonald's with a W-2, I could legitimately get you a home. Like actually, and you'll qualify for it. Don't believe them. Because you worked a job and now you have a fat down payment. So that's the whole point of all. Everyone could get 10%. And like I said, it's hard. I understand life, believe me. And I understand the challenges, but it's a magic trick. Try it. you'll survive still. But then now you're going to have one of these. And that's what I'm saying. If you follow along, I built this all live for free. I don't want anything. But I do want you to follow through with this. And if you don't, you're going to become a drag, because then you'll get mad at me, then you'll mess up the chat, and then all this because you just didn't follow. It's just simple. 10%. Live on 90% of your income. The other 10% goes here, 10 years minimum. I only made 3 moves this year. But again, we're still doing very, very well. We are outperforming the world. So that's how it should be. And it's not sophisticated, not anything, but little by little, consistently will turn into something amazing. And then I did it for my sister account too. Because then after I made this for everybody, what happens is every time the market hits all-time highs, everybody all of a sudden wants to do it, even though they didn't want to do it 50% lower. So that's what my sister did. That other account was 5 or 6 years. This account is only 3 years because she started later. She saw the news and she says, I want to do it now. So I put her on. And this is what we did. But her account is only $200 a month, and she has never raised the deposit. Believe it or not, she has multiple degrees, lives in San Francisco, and works a high-level job, but she refuses to save more than $200. She hates this. She wanted to quit when Donald Trump and the media told her Donald Trump was bad. But here we are. the no raising of deposits ever. She started with what, $500? 500, and this is half the time. Same exact philosophy, same plays. She even missed the meta because she quit. She missed the meta, so at the big dip when it went down, she quit. She didn't get meta. She didn't get some of the other good ones. And then, yeah, that's it. Here it is. So yeah, like it works on every scale. I did it with $300,000. I did it with $30. It's every scale, every deposit. It all works, bro. Anybody could do it. It doesn't matter how much you have or don't have, but it does matter if you commit and stay with it. And the results depend on that. Because the longer you stay with it, and if you actually stick to the rules, it's very hard to deviate from what I'm showing you. But otherwise, anything outside of that, it's just hard to tell. But yeah, so like I'm saying, man, it's pretty cool. And this is what I was saying too, like the media, and I want to help you guys, man, but if you've been here for a while, like I can't even help my own sister. That's it. Like I wish I could take your guys' accounts and I had the same ability, but I don't. And even she fights me with it and the mentality, and I'm just like, yo, you guys got to, it's been a long time now, man. And you know, but like, look, the mindset of other things has just hurt a lot of people, and it hasn't been true. Because this is, look at that account I showed you. It's up another $1,000, even from when I made the other video. She started with that's 5 months of deposits for her. So even when I made the last video, that account went up another $1,000. That's 5 months of deposits for her. She got another half a year of her savings just sitting there. But literally in April, look at what she texted me. She wanted to stop depositing. She wanted to sell her 401k. I said, who told you that? My brain. No, it's propaganda. And the propaganda tries to trick you, and you say, oh, I'm thinking. You weren't thinking for yourself. And that's what I told her. I said, just stay, follow the plan. She would have sold out with 12,000 and then would have been angrier now. And then it would have been 30, 40% out of reach for her to get back in. You guys see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's 10% though. And that's what we do here. So I hope you all do it, man. I would love to see more of it. And that's all these guys getting a house that you're here. That's what they did, bro. They bought, like I'm saying, bro, $200, $300 a month. I know it feels annoying and slow, but let's be real. 4 or 5 years happened before any of us realized it, huh? Tell me that 4 or 5 years didn't just go whoop. It was quick, bro. Before you know it, you'll have enough and you'll get it. And then you get the stocks too and so many more things. So I don't know, man. I'd love to see more of it. And like I'm saying, if this is why you don't tell me 5 years and you just got mad at me, because that's why I say your time doesn't give you anything now. If you did this and you said 5 years, my brother, thank you. I would love, I want to hand you the mantle for you to stick with it. Are you kidding me? Look how many people want 5 years of what? And all it took was 10%, baby. And that's why I said, you're not going to get rich, but you'll definitely get way more than you ever thought was possible. Only a fool chases riches. Rich is relative. My rich isn't your rich. Your rich isn't the same rich to the people in Africa, in Asia, in Indonesia, and everywhere else. Only a fool chases riches. You should be having freedom and have freedom for you and your family to be able to do what you want when you want. That makes sense. That doesn't need rich, as weird as that may sound. That's why, because on this journey, you'll be getting everything, and then one day you're gonna be like, I look at him, they're making that, and then you're like, I want rich, and then you want rich, and you're gonna lose it all. Don't go for rich. We want real wealth, good decisions. We want no poverty. We want freedom. That's what it is. Rich is a trap. So, yeah. Would you set aside your money for other things? Yes and no. I'm at a different level where I have other stuff and I put money in the bonds. But for you guys, and if you have not been on this plan, you should save 10% minimum and put it into stocks. All of it. But you don't have to put it into a stock account, maybe. That's a better way to put it. Because you don't want to put all of it into stocks right away. But you want it in a stock account and saving. Yeah, you could have an emergency fund, but it'll probably just be sitting in your brokerage generating yield. Wow, this is weird. I just got a sponsorship offer. They want, this is so weird. I don't know if they really know who I am. But they just offered me a sponsorship for men's jeans. Wow, I think they want me to be the male Sydney Sweeney. No, from a clothing company. So this is weird. They want me to market male jeans on their first ever campaign. Oh, I guess it is no face shot, huh? Shit, maybe. Maybe. Little Egyptians are fashionable. I know. I love it, man. I can't wait to see you guys today. You guys will see if it's all true or not. You know that? They're like, I wonder if he really does look like a lizard. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. I'm excited. It's a plan to get a shot of your face. I know. You guys, I've interviewed with the producers of CNBC. So CNBC, they're working on I don't know if they scrapped it. They were working on a show, and they wanted me to do it. They called me, and I get on this call with the head producer of CNBC, and he gets on a Zoom call, and then he's like, "Are you gonna turn on your camera?" I said no. I was like, "What do you want?" I was like, well, why? I was like, I didn't know we were doing it like this. I don't even know what we're talking about here. I was like, I don't even know who you are. Oh yeah, so I had a full blown. They told me the show and what they wanted to work on, and if I was interested. But yeah, I did it all faceless. I said, I'm not. You don't need my face for this one. And I was like, I could come out if you need me to, but yeah. put the jeans on, Uncle. I don't know, that was funny. But yeah, we had Euro close too. We should do some push up. Diversified in many ways. What am I missing? Just Jesus, bro. That's why I'm trying to get it. The kingdom. I'll give you all of it for the kingdom. Tem. Big Pop. Oh, I don't know if that's 2 on there. 50 cents. Apple's dumping. You guys see this? Hot dog. All right, I need to go pee. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity.
Also, long-term margin targets following pressure this year from activist investor Starboard Value. Joining us now in a CNBC exclusive, Autodesk CEO Andrew Aganos. Nice to see you today, Andrew. When you're talking about the pressure that comes from Starboard, you've announced that you're going to do a new non-GAAP operating margin target. Tell me why, and how do you expect to achieve that target?
So first off, we're delighted that we were able to beat on almost every metric that mattered: revenue, free cash flow, billings, margins. We've exceeded expectations on everything, and we were able to raise our full year. And that's a testament to the power of the diversification of Autodesk business. And that's something I really want to talk about, because, you know, when one sector is soft, other sectors like data centers, industrial buildings, read factories and infrastructure are strong. And you're right, we also introduced our long-term non-GAAP margin target of 41% for fiscal 29. This is something we were always going to introduce to our customers. We had long-term targets previously. And this is part of our optimization efforts and some of our commitments to our investors to make sure our long-term margins match some of the productivity gains we're able to create inside the company.
If you're creating operating efficiencies to help get to that 41%, are you concerned at all about the way that might affect the quality of your product, your customer service, customer loyalty?
Yeah, you know, one of the things we've been really clear about over the last several quarters is that the efficiencies we're generating are coming primarily from sales and marketing and G&A functions. We made some major changes over the last 2 years that kind of streamlined and enhanced how we go to market with our customers. And what we're doing is we're capturing some of the efficiencies from all of those efforts. So we're not touching our R&D investment. As a matter of fact, we continue to invest more organically in R&D and inorganically with tuck-in acquisitions and targeted acquisitions. So this is all about a sales and marketing and G&A optimization moving forward.
Why is that a better fit for where you want to go than large-scale acquisitions?
You know, what we see in terms of our success is we've always liked to focus on things that accelerate our strategy, either from a technological perspective or from an adjacency perspective. You might recall several years ago, we started our construction business through a series of small acquisitions that we brought together. And now it's one of the most successful platforms out there. It's modernized, it's growing, and we've done incredibly well with this strategy in the past. And we believe it's the right strategy moving forward.
Andrew, when it comes to activism in software space, it feels like the big priorities continue to be focusing on your core business, not getting into dilutive M&A. Are those pressures that you've had to field?
You know, we have continued to execute on our strategy exactly as we've laid it out. You know, the results you're seeing at Autodesk right now aren't results that appeared out of nowhere. They're actually the results of 2 years of hard work on things like how we build annualized contracts and multi-year contracts, how we go to market with our new transaction model with our partners. You're seeing the fundamental results of a lot of work. And what you're going to see moving forward is the fundamental results of, one, farming the productivity gains from that work and getting the revenue returns from some of our investment and value creation activities with some of our new industry clouds and AI.
Is the street misunderstanding the impact of AI on software in general? And if so, what part of it do they have wrong?
Well, you know, Autodesk has been out in front with AIs from the beginning. We are the first in our industry in AI. We were the first to the cloud in our industry. We believe in AI is going to create massive value. And we're not only investing in workflow task automation today, we deliver features that, like for instance, what we call auto constrain, which has a 60% adopt rate by our customers and a 90% accuracy rate for auto constraining all of the sketches and things that our customers create in our products. Huge productivity improvement. But we're also moving to agentic workflows in the future that are built on custom IP, custom foundation models. It's a new IP moat that we're building inside of Autodesk. So, you know, AI may eat some software companies, but it's certainly not going to eat Autodesk.
Hi.
All right, that's pretty bold. We appreciate that prediction. We continue to follow it. Andrew, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
When we come back, a new report from CNBC detailing the impact of AI on big tech's workforce and which types of jobs are most at risk. It's not just
Oh, there you go. I should have done the foot thing. I'm gonna do it now. That's a big move. $3, 2%. The JD one, that hit. I got the 400, but then it came down. But now they're starting to move. They're actually still technically up. Yalla. Let's go. Amen. Oh, damn. I was planning my holiday in Tehran. There goes that. Yeah. It's actually kind of nice, though. My friends who, like, are Iranian, like, a lot of their families, like, still, like, kicks it there. Like, some people like going back when it's not getting bombed. No, I'm not at Starlink. I'm at home. I'm not at the farm. I have a long way to go today. I might leave in a couple hours. Bro, dude, what a blessing, bro. These guys that came today, these are the best people so far. Because I had somebody go to open up everything and drop it off. I might need to get them a truck, but dude, they're doing everything for $400. I'm giving him $600. I'm giving him $650. I said, fuck that. You're literally, bro, everyone's quoted me the stupidest shit. $1,500 to $2,000 just to, like, install the beds and the other shit, just because it's so fucking out there and I don't have the same people. So yeah, but like this guy, I was like, dude, 400. I asked him, he said 400. I said, really? I was like, come see it. I was like, you have to see it, bro. I was like, no one's, so I don't want to. But yeah, he said he'll do it all. It's a great deal. That's why I love this guy now. I'm gonna give him extra, and he'll do he'll be my go-to for the property. I'm telling you, bro. Everybody, like, even my guys only wanted more because they had to drive from San Diego, so they were like, "Fuck that." I got the other dude, and he was like, "I'm gonna get deported." I was like, "All right, fine, fair enough." I am gonna ask him what else he knows. That's why I kind of want to go there. Wow, what's going on with Okta? I don't have a headline. Okta. Remember, this was one of that people were hyping up for earnings, but it didn't really move. I haven't. No, I only talked to him on the phone. Ooh, bachelor party. Any recommendations? What kind of food do you guys like? Tell me what you want, brother. I don't see anything on Octa. It's still going though. It's 3% now. And then watch the China ones. China premiums are still climbing, and then the market's just chilling here. Something higher end, no cuisine specific. Well, there's a lot downtown. Downtown is where you could get, like, Born and Raised is a really nice steakhouse in Little Italy. You could go Lumi or Huntress. They're literally the same building. Lumi's sushi upstairs, and then like a little steakhouse thing downstairs. Taco Stand isn't a real restaurant. Pendry Hotel is nice. The food is decent. They have Oxford Club if you want to go out. And then what other food? I'm trying to think any good the guy with the Michelin star taco truck, he's opening up a shop in a couple. I don't know if it's open yet. Rumors of rescheduling today on weed. All right. You might be able to get a flip, but I wouldn't guarantee follow through on that one. Oil up. Cook has finished their remarks. Yeah, it never has follow through. I sent one to watch for next week. There's only one good one, but even then, just flip it immediately. But then it just over the weekend. Trying to stop. Yeah, the Republicans still are not down, but some are. It just depends how old said Republicans are. About CambriCon, China owns NVIDIA. That sounds very familiar. Yeah, today. I mean, the only plays today were the exact plays we made yesterday, Baba and JD. And now you have that, but not really much. It moved bigger than I expected, but not like material news. So that's it. Just NVIDIA finally moved 3.5, and Meta's down 1.5. Microsoft down, or was it Google down 2? Oh no, they all came back up, but I think just NVIDIA. So yeah, we'll see where it is, but yeah, everybody is on vacation. I told you. Everybody, you're trading against interns and computers right now. But any of the real money is gone. No one's coming back till after summer, bro. Or until Donald Trump makes everybody come back because there's material news. But until then, how do you motivate your dad? He's retired. He's losing hope. You don't know how to help him. I'll just chill with him, bro. You know? Just, he's in retirement. Like, I don't know. Because it's so funny, man. My dad said something the other day. We were at the farm. And, what was it? He was just talking about how, because, like, dude, I don't know. I keep talking to my dad about, like, him when he was young. Because, like, I'm very, like, my father, my earthly one, the way I was like, bro, you really just stood up against the country. He stood up against the country for his belief. And that's why it's like, it's interesting to see his decision making and how that motivated. And again, he's much older now. You know, my dad did that when he was in his 20s in Egypt. But he said something. He said something. I want the direct quote, But he said something on the line of just like, you know, it's fascinating how a man makes decisions when he's young and how he even makes decisions when he's older. My dad said something about it and it tripped me out because I was like, man, it is, man. Now, like when you get older, like all of us are going to be the same people. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to be you. But when your decision making today is going to be much different when you're older. And when you are older and when you are like really settled into an older part of life, you know, your decision making gets different. And it's fascinating. So, yeah, I don't know. Understand that too, though. Like your dad is probably retired and older and his decision making and other stuff is just different. In the same way, you know, we're all going to look at things different down the line. Like look at us today, some of us who are younger, we had the markets in our youth and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like you're making decisions in this realm and all of that. But as you get older, depending on what happens, all that, you're going to decide differently. And that's why too, man, some of you, like the Bible even talks about this, like how both at young and old, we can make both foolish and wise decisions, and we could live in both folly and wisdom. So understand that, but at the same time, I'd use this time with your father, enjoy it, and I think you should just encourage him to do what he wants to do. You know, just like I've told everybody in here, it's whether you're young or old, I think it's real, man. And usually when you're older in life, retired, he's led up to this moment where, you know, he should do what he wants to do, not what you can't, or like, oh, I want billions of dollars. No, it's like, what, you know, you got this life right now. I'm sure we all like things, even little things that we want. So I'd give into that and live, and hopefully if it's not bad, but give into it in a way where you should live in a desire purely just because you want to do it. Rather than having to because of work or other constraints. Is my dad coming to the ranch? I don't know. I don't think so. Because he has a church thing. But if he's available, he loves the ranch now. I'd say he went with me one time and then he just keeps coming back. I think he likes it. He might like it more than I do. You got out of your silver play too early. Well, if today wasn't the great unbanning, I would have banned you for that. Like I said, man, I want you guys to think about what you post in here. We can't do anything with that info. Okay? And I don't want you to add emotions. The fact you have to either tell me you're making or losing money is odd. But yeah. So if you want to stay here in the future, I would be aware of that and learn to correct it. Benny Kalishnikov. I do. I want to get him a horse. But I don't think he understands it. Because he was telling me, he said, you go to Egypt, $500 for the horse. My dad thinks horses are $500. I'm like, dude, this isn't Egypt. He said, no, trust, you get a good one, 500. Huh? I'm like, all right, man. You can't work out right now. So yeah, I would ban you for that comment too. Like, I want to have your guys' back, and I believe me, I want to be there, and as much as I want to give you a hug and tell you it's okay, bro, and let's go, that is fuck shit. And what do I mean by that? Stop feeding it. Stop giving power to it. Stop typing it to everybody. Stop giving opportunity for another weak person to read that and think it's okay. Do you understand? I understand you feel unmotivated. That's what I'm saying, bro. Believe me, if y'all don't get it, a part of me, I just want to be so nice to you. And I really want to encourage you. But it doesn't work. You get what I'm saying? What I've noticed is when I do come in with open arms and hugs and we'll get it, bro, it never works. That's it. Some people, you guys want to just feel it, and I get it. It's good to just feel someone who listens, and, you know, we just want to talk about our problem. But we're here during these hours to correct them. And if you don't want to, that's what I'm saying. Maybe at another time we could talk about it. But like, I'm rooting for you. I'm not rooting against you. I've been unmotivated. I've had my days, bro. That's why I'm telling you though. I never got unmotivated by going and telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? I didn't by typing it out every day and every social setting that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I took my problems to God, truly. And I know it sounds weird, but you got the best friend, bro. He's already with you. And like I'm saying too, it spreads. The complaining, the unmotivated, it's a virus. And guess what though? Hope is a virus too. Hope spreads. Action spreads. Movement spreads. You know, so that's why I want that. So like I'm telling you guys, I want to use today to kind of correct it, but I'm not trying to ban you and have you think I'm against you, because I'm not. But I can't tolerate certain things, and I think it's for the benefit of you, me, and everybody else. And ultimately yourself, because I want it to benefit you. And like, that's what I'm saying. That mindset, we don't need it. You don't need it, brother. But I do hope you feel better, and I think you will. And the way to get motivated is to movement, bro. Movement, momentum, and don't ever feed it. Don't feed the lack of motivation. Don't feed, don't tell yourself these things, man. From your mind to your keyboard, fuck that, dude. At least let it stay in your mind. At least let it stay in your mind. Charlie, I love you, Charlie. Good to see you, man. I don't like your emails regarding Trump, but I still love you. But yeah, don't email me complaining about Trump. I didn't appreciate that. Because like I'm saying, I think some of y'all, I know I got political, but look at the fucking result, man. All of you, for real. And it would have been terrible. I really believe that. And at the same time, I've told you every single step of the way, and y'all know what it's here for. Don't let the politics get in the way of it more than it should have. And yes, it played its role. It did. But it's over now. I got very serious. I did. We had to. That's what I'm saying, man. Too much was at stake. I saw too much drifting. There's so many, and then I saw so much success, and that's why. And the gap between the two was so large that I said no. That's because it was a world's difference, man. I'm telling you, the people who have encountered me with a right mindset in the right way and not in getting involved in that stuff, it has been a world change. Like, it's amazing. But then that's what I'm saying. And some people had the same shot, same time frame, opportunity, and how it played out there, it was vastly different. And there was a lot of things that came into it. Let them stop you from making money. Yeah. And don't let it stop you from the truth. That's all. I think I was telling you all the truth at every moment. And I think it was objectively true, let alone I believed it was true. And that's what I'm saying. I just even in the beginning of the year, how many people told you the economy was terrible? Even the other day I said the economy is booming. You want to know what it is? The economy is just as good as it was under Biden. It's the same thing under Biden. So that's what I'm talking about. And I wanted people to be able to see that objectively and truthfully, even if it challenged your opinion, it challenged my opinion, for crying out loud. But that's why I'm saying, it's like, yeah, that is I wanted truth, and I wanted you all to, regardless. And a lot of people always say, oh yeah, no politics, or I still love you of this, but y'all ignored the truth. And it cost people. That's what I'm saying. It's not like, you know how many messages, like, from my sister, and again, even some of you, where I'm saying, like, bro, I get it. I don't agree with everything on Trump and all of that shit. But, like, you guys should know my purpose. And you should know, I kept it real and I kept it true. I wanted people, just like COVID and every other moment, I wanted them to do good. But it was just, again, people were getting mad at me for the truth. That, I get mad at me for other stuff, but not that, especially if it was a world's difference for the world. Being proud to be here, baby. Let's go. Amen. And if you have been banned in the last month, man, I hope you guys have learned. I don't want to have to tell everybody what it was, but this is our algo training. Think about it, bro. AI. Training. How often have you heard that? Think about it. The difference between DeepSeek and America was training the model. That's why I say I love all of you. That's why we're doing this. I want to train our hive mind. Look around. We have one of the best in the world. That's why I said, if we were able to perform with top tier info and performance, and I removed 90% of it, that means there was a lot of noise. That's fine with me. And that's why I hope we could use that as great data to train and get better. We all need to know how to work together in the right way for the right objective. And if we can't agree, we ain't moving. Two people don't go anywhere if they can't agree. I don't think we're going to agree on Trump. We don't have to. But we should agree on ending poverty and how that communicates and how it plays out through here and everything else in between. And that should be it. We could do that movement. And like I'm saying, learn how to maximize your speech in here and what we're communicating and sharing. That way, you'll have easier signals, faster signals, clearer signals, more accurate signals. So, the plan isn't to hurt. The plan is to get better. Baba, JD, all of them are doing it again. Court hearing ends without ruling on Cook. Well, good. You should learn it. If you can't know, like I've been telling people, man, I don't want to explain the bans to people. And a lot of people are going to get unbanned because they're going to try to explain it and figure out and waste the time with it. But I'm telling you, the people that I ban that always say, I don't know what I did, I don't vibe with you guys. That's it. Because we could never correct it if you always say you don't know what you did. So, like I'm saying, some of you have done that 10 times and you still act like that. I don't think that was you, Deco. So I will give you that benefit. But at the end of the day, we can't do anything with that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what I did. Like I'm saying, I don't want to explain it to you. I need you to think about it. Otherwise, I need you to spend some time elsewhere because it won't be effective for our training. Snap, maybe rotation. Yes, self-awareness, exactly. Because now think about it. If we could confirm everybody is self-aware in here and as well listening in a certain activity, you guys are more effective than any AI. I promise you. So that's why I think it comes with good, bro. I'm thinking from the perspective of training a model, as I have before, but not with humans. But now I'm trying it with humans, and if it works, I think we're gonna get something. So we already have our work cut out. But like I'm saying, it needs self-awareness. Otherwise, I could use a computer. You realize that, right? Think about it. If you can't be self-aware in the communication and the finances, I will use a computer. We have computer replacements now that could do it. That's it. I love it when that bird goes. You guys, what's your favorite part of the meditation music? Was Snap buyout rumors? No way. Snap is expensive though. You like the ding? I like the wow. Dude. Oh yeah, it was they're seeking outside financing for spectacles. The favorite part is when your head when the stream stops. Dude, I know what you're talking about. I'll like hear it randomly. But I don't know, I think that's relaxing. You got your Ron HUD lines. That's good, but I don't, so I love you too winning, but I don't want those updates anymore. Okay? You don't need to tell us you love us that many times. I don't want the flattery. I want good stuff. And I think you have a good heart, so I don't think it's bad, but I need stocks from you, and I need a house, and I need a long term. But we can't say I love. It's going to be shown. Especially if you're not religious and have to keep telling us. The tinnitus part? I don't know what that is. That's you doing your thing again, though. Mr. Canton, one of the OG, gets banned all the time. Love you, bro. But you... awareness is what I'd want more of, brother. For all. Banks, like I said, even when the Open Face asked me, real estate could be one. They haven't moved in a while, but they are still up on the year. But as we get closer, those are going to be some long-term ones to think about. Just because you literally are about to lock in yield right ahead of the cuts. Let's go, baby. 32 days. Woof. I love it. The traditional and Roth IRA. I think you know. So that's the thing. So Phoenix, you got banned too. Because you always thank me and say I did so many things in your life. And you've been here for so long. And then you'll ask me a question like that I've covered many times over the years. So, unfortunately, I think you know the answer. I don't want to just talk, you guys. That's what I'm saying. For trading, I want effectiveness. I whittled the chat down to practically, 10%? And we weren't having random conversations. They were saving my voice. We were moving forward. I don't want to just have conversations. And I think some of you ask these questions to just start a conversation, but it's a conversation that doesn't lead us anywhere. Especially if it's something that is answered with Investopedia or I've legitimately covered several times over the years. So yeah, that's the correction I would give to that. I love Costco. Costco's too expensive, though. That's why they were talking about it this morning. Do you know Costco has a higher price to earnings than Nvidia? So I love Costco, bro. I've spent a lot of money there recently. Just too much, man. It's too much. You're guilty of that? Well, I'm glad you hold yourself to that standard, but I'll tell you what it is. That's why I don't think, if you didn't get banned in the last 30 days, I would advise you not to feel bad or guilty about anything. You see what I'm saying? Keep doing whatever you are doing. And if not, just don't drift and apply more. Apply more pressure, brother. That's why I'm saying, some of you, you're good. I would have banned you. You think everybody trusts and values your opinion and wants your take on it? I don't agree with that. No. That's a lie. Like I said, and if you did trust and value my opinion, you would approach in the right way. And I'm showing you all how every day. You want to do options and long term? Is that possible? It is if you do the long term first. If you could learn the long term first and stay with it, I think you're going to have a very fruitful options career, or you'll have a tool that will help you. But if you go for options instead of long term, or you start options, I'm going to do options and then I'll pay for my long term, that is like becoming a stripper to go to college. So do whatever you like, but long term first. Final email. Yeah, after 1 p.m. So even if some people are already there, some people are on planes right now, but after 1 p.m. I will be sending the location if all of your documents are correct. Not the best analogy? No, it's the best analogy. You probably just did it and don't want to be compared to a stripper. But that's the reality of it. To say you're going to do something speculative to value your future and do the right thing, I got to do the wrong thing first to get it, that's a trap. You could save and get a long term right now with no requirements. Nothing stopping you. Literally. You could put $1 in every month if you really wanted to. You mean strippers be incoming? Well, then you're blinded by money, brother. Do you want me to keep going, or do you should just take a step back and just realize you're trying to fight what you're not going to win? That's it. You get a long term first, nothing else. You can not listen to me. That's fine. I don't care. But that's the truth. If you value my opinion and highly respected. That's how highly respected it is. I got to explain it to him 1,000 times. You didn't know. You're good, bro. If you'll notice, the new guy, you're fine. If you're genuinely curious, it's the people who have had more time than you who it doesn't connect with. Ironically, his name is Be Connected. So notice, the guys who have had more opportunity and have more doubt and more experience to cloud the right way, they fight the truth harder than the new guys who really want it. That's what I said the other day. I have more brand new people buy houses and get further than 5-year motherfuckers, 2-year motherfuckers, because they were excited. They had the sparkle in their eye. They had the belief. They didn't let they didn't let their past experience form the reality. They took what they heard, they changed what they saw, and then they saw something different, and then they did it. That was it. That's why. You did it all too when you first met me. You just stopped doing it after you drifted in the world. No? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Well, if you think I'm an asshole, okay, how is it not? So I say, trading options, the people who say, I'm going to trade options first to get a long term, That is exactly the same as a girl who says, I'm going to be a stripper to pay for college. I think that is a perfect analogy. So if you think I'm an asshole, tell me how that's not correct. Go ahead. I'll give you a shot. I'll give you a counter. Why not? Tell me. I won't ban you for using my strategy and saying that. No. That's it. I'm only going to ban you if you feel the need to tell people your success or failure and are going to, validate just a bad habit and behavior. I wouldn't ban you for saying I watched the video and did what you said to do. But the part about telling people, that's not what I said to do. And that's what you did wrong. But I'm not going to ban you. It's too real. I think it does. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm in love and I'm not trying to be mean. That's why I'm like, if you didn't like that analogy, I think you need to look at yourself. And your experience or how you view the world is making you view it different, but it's exactly the same. And I encounter this. That's why, because I try to help young men out and they tell me, well, they get it. They know what I'm saying. And then what they tell me is, well, first let me do this. They insist. They say, well, I need the money. They know you can make a long term with $100 a month, but they don't want to. They don't want to believe. They have something else in their mind, whether they admit it or not. And then they say, no, I need to do this. I need to do this first. And then they get into a quick money, high risk situation. And then the future is no longer guaranteed. It is a job either way, but you said it wasn't a bad analogy. Or it wasn't a good one. It's a perfect analogy. It's not about just the job. That's what happens to strippers. Do you know that? Maybe you just don't know enough about strippers then. Maybe it's my fault. I know too much about strippers. It's very simple. Do you think how many strippers go in for college? It's fast money, brother. Why are you guys acting dumb? Now I'm going to turn the heat up on you. Because you're fighting it. Go repent. Repent, brother. You're clouded. Your mind is clouded. It's fast money. Go take any girl with a nice rack, even if she's ugly. She could go into a strip club and make thousands of dollars a day. It's fast money. What do you think that does to people? What do you think 1,000% in a day does to you? What do you think $20 in the I've seen some of y'all destroy your lives off of success just because it was so fast. What do you think are we talking about? Why are you guys acting dumb? You just like drug dealing. Why are you acting naive? You guys know what it is. Fast money. Not any job. It's a job. Why are you being cute? No, it's fast money, just like options. Quick money, just like stripping. It's risky. We don't know what's going to happen. That stripper might go to college, bro. Most of them don't. Most of them stay in the same spot for the next 10 years, 5 years. Then they develop addictions. And then all of their good years are behind them when it's too late. That's not a perfect analogy. It's just a job. Y'all need to get real with your future. Stop fucking. I'm not going to let you waste another 5 years. We don't got time for that. You are young men and women right now with the opportunity of a lifetime. And you want to believe quick money. You can't even see quick money if I don't describe it like that. I got to describe a storybook for you to see the danger. I got to come off like an asshole so y'all don't, so you about to entertain a 10-year trap thinking it's not the devil? Oh. I'll take that risk. I'll take it. Like I said, I'd rather you hate me and be a little mad at me, but that's the truth. And I don't think it, like I'm saying, the first question, I told the guy who really wanted the answer. And the guy who really wanted it, hear me. You're not like them. Very simple. Options, you can use it. But you got to do long term first. Any of these fools who can't figure it out yet, they didn't listen to me. Go do long-term first, you're going to kill options. It will become your bitch. It will serve you as it has served me my whole life. But you need the long-term first. Anything else is just a weird, long-ass discussion to go nowhere. So get the long-term. But that's the answer, bro. That's the real answer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not against options. I'm against bad mindsets. I'm against foolishness. I'm against quick money without strategy and plan and like necessity. We're not going to rely on quick money. We're not going to depend on quick money. We don't need quick money. None of you do. And the further I get you from that, you're going to find out the money will come quicker than ever. But at the end of the day, the man who chases it ain't getting it every time. And if you get it for a little bit, it's so that they can take more from you. That's insane, bro. But I'm against the bad mindsets. So I'm not against you. And like I'm saying, I'll give you the options. I'll show you it. But I've gotten to learn enough now of how it's misused. And when it gets misused, it's bad. It's very, very bad. But if you use it properly, it should serve you. But most people get blinded by the desire, and they don't realize this quick money thing, obviously, that it before you know it, you're in too deep and you don't even realize what it is. So yeah, but I like it. Long-term first though, because that's how I learned. I started in the stock market. I started with the long-term. I had that for years, and I learned about equities. I learned about everything naturally just through stocks. And then I even learned about options because it was used with stocks. It was a derivative. It derives its value from a stock. That's the literal definition. A derivative. Have you ever heard that? Derive. It gets its value from something. That means without a stock, there is not an option. Does what I am saying make more sense? Do you see my knowledge of options compared to a lot of people? I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you, most people learned it backwards. Yeah, I tried to show them, but they didn't listen. They ignored it. But they learned it backwards. The option derives its value from a stock. My brother, if I got rid of the stock market, you wouldn't have an options market. But if I got rid of the options market, you would still have a stock market. Do you see how that's a poor foundation? If you're going about it backwards, you literally don't have a foundation. My foundation is the land of equities. And then we derive the value, and then we get in options. And it's all complex, but that's what I'm saying. It's easy to get. I've taught it myself, but thankfully I learned stocks first, and then savings and long term. So that's what you need to do first. Like I'm saying, you're naturally going to teach yourself about options by learning the stock game. That's why you get a long term for the first 6 months, year. You're going to be growing and building and getting a nice baby foundation, but it's teaching you about the next step in the process. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to skip that step and insist on the other one. So yeah, of course, you'll go over derivatives in class. 100%. Most people, I didn't realize it. Most of the shit I'll even teach you about options, derivatives, they don't teach you till like 4th year finance degree. I didn't know that till the 4th year finance degree Chad's told me. They said it wasn't until their senior year under finance degree that they got to learn about like options and derivatives, like the way that we go over it in the videos, which is crazy. But yeah, that's like a 4th year. You'll get that right before you go to graduate school. Yeah, it's upper level. And then some of them are shitty teachers. I had one guy, he sent me a clip of his teacher, and his teacher was explaining how Warren Buffett just got lucky. I was like, what? It's like, all right, I guess. I mean, I feel that's a wild take from a fucking 300, 400 level finance teacher. Oh, man. Kinda. Yeah. See, this is why I banned. So just take a break. Connected. Your mind is tripping me out right now. I think you're viewing it wrong. I said, just take a break, bro. No comments. Just listen. I'm not gonna ban you still, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Read everybody else, bro. Like, look and get like, oh man, I need you to be a creator. Be a creator. Run away from that stuff. They got you, bro. I think you're into it. Here, let me ask you any of this. This one, don't answer it. Be connected. You're done for the day. I'm not going to ban you, but I'm hoping you could stick to it. But here's the deal. Are you ready? Just answer this in your head. This last conversation kind of bothered you a little bit. Yes or no? Don't answer in the chat, please. I want you to answer in your head. And now in the chat, answer this. Is your long-term bigger than your trading account? Yes or no? That's the answer I want, and that'll tell you about the feeling. Well, there you go. If your long term is not bigger and you got bothered, something's wrong. Do you get it? That conversation shouldn't bother you, especially if you have a long term and you trade. But if you don't have a big long term and you have more trading and you didn't like that conversation, you think I'm your enemy, but I'm not. It's just your positioning right now that's bothering you. That's it. So, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I am not. I've seen it a lot. That's why it's get long terms. I'm not trying to turn y'all off from it. I want to make sure we get the right step, the order. We get the right order, nothing will take you out. That's why I'm with my annoying ass, bro. I'm still here. But we need the right steps. And that's why. Long term first, y'all golden. Golden. Changed it to a good. Just don't put any trades in that long term. That's the next thing. All right, Chad. It's time for Philo. And I love you guys today. You know that? Thank you. And thank you to the people that I unbanned. Thank you for listening today. And I know, and I came at you and I gave you the corrections, and I'm just grateful that you guys listened a lot better today. Do you understand? Thank you. For real. It moved a lot smoother. I hope you see. And I could even give you your corrections, and we can move on if you want them. Like I said, I want good. We need to train our algo. Do you understand? That's why. Look at all of the steps I've taken. I told you I didn't forget about any of you. I wrote everything down. I have your names. I have it noted. We got all of it. That's all I'm saying. We need to train it, and only good is gonna come. So, but you have to decide though how you want to be involved and look around. Why is there thousands of other men and women down with this? And look at what they're saying. So they're willing to pay to say it. That should tell you something now too. The people who some of those people don't even believe, they won't even put money behind their opinion. That's not me to get you to buy a membership. It's to highlight there's a lot of trash on the internet. So that's all, man. And thank you. I really appreciate. That was a good one. It was a good day, man. And I think more effective. I want growth, and I hope if it hurt for a little bit, bro, I truly hope it grows back stronger like a muscle. And I look forward to what it is. And if you could handle some of the shit I said, brother, and come out bigger, stronger, unstoppable, my brother, I think things will hurt you a lot less as well. And I'm glad, because it wasn't meant to hurt you at all. So thank you. I'm really, really grateful for you guys. That's all right. Good way to, that's how we end the month, baby. That's how we end the month. So now we do need to go to philosophy. So this will be your next test. Because like I'm saying, man, it's a chill day already. I have made an effort to give you guys another step of respect, and I'm glad you matched it. So you're gonna have to make that decision here for Philo as well too. Like I'm saying, it's a Friday. I'll tell it how it is. You should know the goal. You've known me for a long enough time. It's been years, man. So you don't want it, you don't want it. Like I said yesterday, it's true, man. You could force things for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You could force things for a little. Some of you could act for a little. Most people can act for a little. But you can't forever. And you can't with eternity. And that is where my timeline is. So you get what I'm saying? You got to make your choice, man. I don't think Philo, the Jesus stuff, bro, I can't force it on you. I really can't. You know what I'm saying? It's eternity. You can't force eternity, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Get it if you want to, if you're down. If you only care about the stocks, that's fine. But don't let your rejection of it get in the way of of the goal. That's how we train the model. The model requires the way, the truth, and the light. If you're not going to participate, that's fine, but don't get in the way. If you get in the way, you're hurting the mission. So let's go. I love it. I can't believe it, dude. 8:29 is the end of the month. So it should take you there. We're going to move on there. And look are you ready? I unbanned over 400 people today. I did not ban anybody today. So I'm willing to do that. But I don't know if this is annoying hearing it all. I don't know, but I hope I could send you back to this video to explain everything. Well, let's have a good day and thank you. And please have a good weekend. For real, man. If you don't want to listen to Philo, maybe you get like a bounce play and then go home. Or nothing might happen. But other than that, take Monday's closed, man. So enjoy it. And like I've been telling you, for all of you, unbanned, banned, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, for real, be sustainable. And go take care of yourself and rest. And I don't know, man. I hope the world, I know it gives you pressure, but take only the necessary ones, bro. Your family, your job, I get it, bro. But everything else, give yourself a little bit of grace, bro. And calm down. And I hope you have a good weekend and really enjoy it. All right? So you could come back Monday and clear thinking, accurate, all of it, baby. Yeah, Bob is ripping out too. So that being said, I will see you on over. Have a good day if I don't see you. And have a great weekend. Peace.